What's up, boys? I actually finally fixed everything. Jesus. What's up, boys? We're doing the tier list for the, what is it? Jade, Shadows, Constellations, something like that. And now that I see, we're actually missing Orion inside. And they don't want to get at it. Wait, what? No, here it is. Yo, sup. So I'll be waiting like 2 or 3 minutes. Third time's a charm. Funnily enough, my mic was not actually dead. I'm just stupid. I was playing God of War, and I have a controller like linked in, like USB controller, because I'm emulating it. And I was like, yeah, I don't need a controller right now. I'll be streaming and stuff like that. And I unplugged it. That's not what I did. I actually unplugged the microphone and not the controller. I was like, where the fuck is my microphone? But yeah, that is my bad. That is my bad. But actually, I did. These we don't need. But there you can blame God of War for the problem, for the technical problem. Give it a canon. Yeah, I have. I had a small preview of that tech on the, what is it? The week 9 Incarnon video yesterday. The Ash video today was recorded before that one. So the OBEX Incarnon did not exist for the Ash video today. But yeah. If you want to see the whole interaction, go watch the Incarnon's video yesterday. Yesterday's. Are you Eastern European? Yep, I'm Slavic. I am indeed Slavic. So yeah, we're waiting about 2 minutes more and we're starting. Funnily enough, now that I think about it, none of the augments will actually affect the frames that receive them, because all of the augments are bought. So I don't think any of the frames with the new augments will actually move up or down. They'll basically stay the same as always. I don't show guys, I'm doing session 1 too. We're doing it for the Constellations one. The Shadow Agrafar tier list is the one before this, like the update before this one. Enjoy video on your favorite brews and just enjoy. Probably actually not a bad idea, I think. Maybe Warframe YouTubers. Are they? I actually don't know any. I mean, I don't know basically any Warframe YouTubers in general, but yeah. I don't know who those people are, but sure. Good, I think. So it's gonna burn his wicked. Yeah, the Obix Incarnon is bugged, in case you are wondering why everyone is damage capping with it. What is it? The one that requires armor. The evolution gives 100 times more damage than the wrong title for the life. Wait, what? Nah, no way the fucking give a second. A fucking YouTube title did not update. Of course it did not update. Why would it? I did it like 50 times, but why would it update? Give me a second. I forgot that every single time you open YouTube, it forgets everything you've set up. Give me a second. How the fuck do you even change the title? uh, Now I have absolutely no idea how to change it. Oh, never mind. I found it. Give me a second. Okay. Title should be the right one now. For fuck's sake. Hope it doesn't reset by the time I close YouTube. Well, let's say thank you for boots. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, actually, wanted to do this patch tier list a bit later because I know many people cannot watch the early ones because I normally do the tier list like 5 hours earlier than this. But yeah, he changed. Cool. Yeah, finally. Okay. Yes. So I guess we can start now. Updated Dante build when? Dante is either tomorrow or the day after that. Right? But I think tomorrow. Yo, so. Yeah, let's actually begin. Not the Constellations. Is the Twitch title the right one? Let me actually check. Twitch normally saves things. Yeah, the Twitch title is the right one. Okay. How do I give Umbra? So, let's actually begin with the tier list because we'll be here for a long time. So, first of all, Ash. Ash has kind of been the talk of the town for the past, like, 2 days. Ash himself, I'm just, like, looking at the frame itself. I'm not looking at the OBX and stuff like that. But Ash himself, he's not bad. He is Mr. Level Cap. That is about it. His passive is completely useless, like Slash is very mediocre right now. His one is, again, very useless. Normally his damage is high enough that you don't even need the armor strip from the one with the augment, so the one is completely useless, you'll never use it. The 2 is a invisibility, meaning you're completely immortal, which is great. The 3 now has a function, but again, as a overall ability is basically useless. Finisher damage and finishers in general are not that relevant in the game. Like, again, he has the OBX right now, but that is not, like, not a thing that I will count. And his 4, it's fantastic for level cap. It one-shots tracks enemies very easily. Again, he's John level cap because of that. His 4 is just damage the spell. So yeah, overall, I would say that Ash is perfectly serviceable. He's kind of mediocre in most things, but he's good in the things that he's good at. But yeah. Covert Lethality on Ash, I mean, yeah, now Covert Lethality just gives finisher damage. He still uses it, but it's not a one-shot. Alex still works on the shotguns? Yep, does. Used to be the gold. He used to be gold, yeah. Before the all the nerfs, before the 4 rework, he was actually insane. Now he's fine. He's good. I don't think, like, if you want to do level cap, Ash is actually one of the easiest frames to, like, for first level cap ever. He's like one of the easiest ones because you just stay invisible, press your 4 on the tracks enemies, and you're fine. So for that, I'm not gonna lie, most of the time I actually place him in B tier. I think he's A tier. Very, very low way, but like, he's good. He does the job. Yeah, he's kind of mediocre for anything that is not level cap, but I mean, for those things you can just, I guess, equip the Oki Core. Again, I'm not counting weapons, but again, he's fine. I think they're better frames, but like, he does not really have a nuke. His KPM is very low, yeah. But again, base tier path, it's so incredibly easy that you'll probably not even use his 4. His 4 is exclusively used for level cap, and him being invisible is very, very nice. Replacing 4 with Rafa. Yeah, his KPM is very bad. Better than the one in the old videos? Probably. It's probably better. I don't remember the one from the old videos. I don't rewatch my videos when I do new builds, so I don't know. But yeah, probably the new one is better. I would guess so. Replace his one with Ralph. Yep. If I like casual, yeah, I'm actually doing the stream a bit later because that way more people can actually watch it. But yeah, to the tier list members of the Clarkson's Farm, everyone is S tier. Everyone is S tier. Clarkson's Farm is the best show ever. Becomes a YouTube video. Yes, the YouTube votes are always up. Like, I'll never delete them. So yeah, you can watch this whenever you want. Next we have Atlas. By the way, I'll try to not read chat while I'm just explaining the frame. I'll read chat after that, because that way we can actually make some progress and not be here for 5 hours. But yeah, Atlas, his passive, it's prime sure-footed. It's very good. I have no problems with his passive. He's one of the strongest abilities in the game. Damage-wise, it's absolutely incredible. You will never have problems with Atlas not dealing damage. If there's an enemy that can be affected by his one, that enemy is already dead. His 2 is completely useless. I've seen some meme suggestions of using Sculptor with his 2, and that way, like, not having energy problems, but Atlas never actually had any energy problems. And both of his arcane slots are used, so that is kind of a main build. His 3 is just here, so it provides the support for the 1, and the 4 is completely useless yet again. Overall, he kind of has only one ability. Atlas is A, the better Baruch. I actually have a Baruch video. I prepared a Baruch build for the skin that he was supposed to get this update, that we did not get, sadly. But yeah, I have a Baruch build ready. May actually release it before the skin. Oh, Sharobek, his first ability. I mean, that's not really... I mean, what does that even mean? Like, his kit is his one ability. And, I mean, that one ability is better than most frames in this game, so... Again, Atlas is basically Ash if he's not invisible. And that's about it, to be honest. The gift membership. What the heck? Wait. Wait, what? Frank? What? Send 50 gifts. What the hell is it? Wait, what? What is it? What happened? Wait. That's the first time I see. What is this? Send 50 gift memberships. I have no idea what membership even is. What is it? Thank you, I guess. What is this? Wait, I forgot my train of thought. What? Jesus Christ, my fucking chat is exploding. What's happening? What is happening? I have no... I cannot read anything. My chat exploded. What? Holy shit, thank you very much. I have no idea what that even means, but thank you very much. What? It's memberships. I have no idea what memberships is. Is it a good thing? Sub equivalent. I guess that's a good thing. I don't know. Hey, thank you, man. Holy... What? Wait, let me actually read the name because I'm just stunned right now. Franco Yair... I have no idea how to say that. Frank, thank you so much, buddy. Holy... What the hell? Is it, it's 50 gifted subs. What the... 250 euros? No way, it's 250 euros. Nah. Wait, what? No, no way. Anyway, let's continue with it. We're not here for this. But yeah, thank you anyway. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Holy shit. What the... Anyway, let's actually continue with the tier list. Bro is the MVP of the stream, I guess. What the hell? He didn't even say anything, I think. He just dropped 50 memberships and just didn't say anything. Like, wow. Bro is actually the MVP. I'm actually stunned. Okay, let's actually continue. Let's not go on this. But yeah, thank you very much. So Atlas, yeah, he has one ability. Like, yeah, he has one ability, but like that ability is, again, it's basically Ash, but Ash cannot go, but an Ash that does not go invisible, but he has iframes. So they're kind of very similar in the fact that, and by the way, Atlas has actually a very good KPM compared to Ash. So I'm not gonna lie, I fucking love Atlas. Atlas is so great. It's such a great frame. I mean, it's not like the best frame in the game, but like, I do very much enjoy Atlas, and I think Atlas is better than Ash overall. But like, I have no, like, absolutely nothing bad to say about Atlas. I mean, yeah, his 2 and 4 are completely, like, useless, but I mean, 2 free subsume slots, I guess. And the 4 can be used to create trouble for his passive, so yeah. How opinion based is the tier list? We'll try to be as objective as possible. Like, I mean, again, I do like Atlas. That is a fact. I'm not the biggest fan of Ash, but they're here. But yeah, I'll try to be as objective as possible. But yeah, anyway, next, Banshee. So Banshee passive makes your weapons completely silent, which is completely useless because her 3 does the same thing, so she doesn't have a passive. Her 1 is a basic ragdoll with a armor strip with the augment, which again is completely useless. Armor strip is not that... I mean, it's not completely useless, but armor strip is first not that hard to find right nowadays and not that needed. Anyway, her 2 is potentially the strongest damage buffing slash enemy debuffing ability in the game. Easy level, easy damage caps, I guess. No, the problem is that it's kind of unreliable, and again, it's better just to use a more reliable damage buff compared to this one. Even if the damage buff is like less in terms of quantity. The tree, again, actually a very good ability. The tree disables all abilities from enemies, which is huge, including Eximus enemies, even if they're overguarded, and it silences your weapons, which again is great. And her 4 basically does nothing. It's a glorified CC ability. But yeah, what are we thinking about Banshee? Jesus, I cannot. Actually, I'm still stunned. I cannot speak. Anyway, green Banshee. Banshee on C. Banshee on C. Maybe, yeah. Therefore, it's not looking to. The problem with that is the biggest jump in logic, but Banshee 4 is the same as Malzahar ultimate in League of Legends, because Malzahar ultimate in League of Legends stuns himself to stun the enemy. Banshee does the same thing. Banshee ultimate stuns herself to stun the enemy, but the problem is that there are CC immune enemies in Warframe, unlike in League of Legends, so that's very much less useful than Malzahar ultimate. But yeah. It's very, very janky. But yeah, Banshee on C, I can see Banshee on C. I don't think she's D tier. I think people are over hating her. I think she's C. I think she's low C more, probably. Like, there are worse frames than her, to be completely honest. I think people just kind of don't want to play her in many ways. Not that she's actually that bad. But then she cancel it too. 1v1 Bishivan. I'm actually... now that I say it... No, wait. No, I've actually played too much Mayhem for the past days. I was gonna say that I have like 40 or 45 games in a row on Shyvana, but that's not technically true. Mouse on all of... Basically, yeah. She's higher damage than ever. I mean, yeah. The problem... Technically, she's the frame that deals the most damage in the game. In, like, perfect scenarios. She's the frame that deals the most damage in the game. But it has the Ashe problem where that is not... I mean, Ashe can damage cap on every enemy, but that doesn't really matter because the kill split is very low. Banshee suffers from the same problem. So we're like... Dealing damage cap numbers isn't that useful when the enemies have 50 million HP maximum. I mean... so yeah, I'm thinking C tier. It's an endgame tier list, basically, yeah. It's the performance of the frames at their maximum investment. But yeah. It's at their highest potential. Anyway, again, I'm not reading chat until I'm explaining the frame, but yeah, Baruch passive is basically his restraint meter that you need to lower to access his form. It gives him damage over, not damage over time, damage reduction. The lower the meter is. His one makes him completely invulnerable as long as he does not attack, which is strange. The augment for it is very mediocre. If you look at the stats of the augment for Baruch 1, they're incredibly low for some reason. I have no idea why. His 2 is just a sleep ability, nothing special there. The augment for it is the recasting of it, which again, not that useful. The problem with the 2 is that you cannot recast it until the duration ends, meaning that there is either a build with positive duration that subsumes over the 2, or a build with negative duration that subsumes over the 1. The 3 is again a damage, a DR similar to Nullstar from Nova. It's a particle effects that surround you and they can disarm enemies. And they can actually go to your teammates and give DR to them. And the 4 is like one of the best, if not the best, exalted weapon in the game. The problem of it is that it needs the restraint meter, and there's a whole juggle with that mechanic there. So yeah, that is basically Baruch. Baruch better than Valkyr? No. Baruch in B tier may actually be speaking facts, to be honest. Baruch does what we wants to be, but better. Nah, Valkyr is 10 times better than Baruch in every single way. I don't think there is a single thing that Baruch is better than Valkyr. Overall, weak Atlas. In many ways, yes. The only difference between Baruch and Atlas is that Atlas, there are enemies that Atlas cannot punch. And those enemies, yeah, Atlas sucks against them. But Baruch doesn't really have the same restrictions because boss type enemies. There are a lot of, like, in quotation, boss type enemies that Atlas 1 does not affect. But on the other hand, Baruch 4 affects. But, I mean, a lot is a very big stretch. There are actually not that many. But yeah, he does may as well have the best exotic weapon in the game. Walk of gifted membership. We have a very generous watcher of the stream that gifted memberships. I still don't know what they are, but hey, I'm thankful for everything. But yeah. He's not better than Valkyr, yeah, but he's exalted, but you have to play Baruch. Basically, yeah, the problem is that you're kind of stuck with a frame that very much relies on your allies sucking. That way they don't nuke the whole map and you can actually see enemies, stun enemies, or dodge their fire. That way you can actually use your kit. And, like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, if that is, like, a big if they make the meter scale of the potential damage you would take with the one, meaning that, let's say, if you would take at level cap 50 million damage and you dodge it, that will completely erase your meter. This will be like the biggest buff for Baruch. Sadly, that's not the way it works. So yeah, Baruch is very low quality of life, but very big damage. I saw someone say Baruch in B. I'm kind of, yeah, I'm thinking Baruch B. Baruch, I think he needs a quality of life fix, and he will be fantastic, but he really needs a quality of life fix. With other people, yeah. The biggest problem is other people. Solo he has no problem. So he may as well be S tier. Like, solo, you have absolutely no problems playing Baruch, but with groups, yeah, I always play with groups, so for me it's very, yeah. Nah, Baruch is probably B tier. Like, his damage is insane. Let's be real here. Like, his damage is insane. Yeah, basically, yeah. But yeah, I cannot, like, put him... I mean, I can put him at C tier, but, like, I feel that's kind of low. I feel that's kind of low. Oh, B tier actually sounds very nice. We can edit stuff, like, later. It's not final. We can edit stuff. I like him at B for now. Anyway, next we have Caliban. Caliban passive, it's basically 50% damage reduction to... I mean, it's very bad adaptation passive, but for your whole team. Which, to be completely honest, on Caliban himself, that's not bad, because shields in this game have innate 50% damage reduction, meaning that in reality with him they have innate 75% because they are multiplicative stacks with each other. At 50% and 50% is, again, 25, so 75. His one, the funny thing is that his one, and the augment in that case, is so incredibly good that his other abilities kind of don't matter. Like, before he got the one augment, I was going to say he's actually a very good caster frame and his abilities are not that bad and stuff like that. But, like, now in reality, you just pump his one with the augment. That is the only build he has, and the other builds are just so much worse than that one build with the one augment that why even bother. But yeah, the one with the augment, you use the... I forgot the name of the ranged sentients. You buff them with electric damage, you group enemies, they nuke enemies, the damage is very high, surprisingly high. The one gives him energy, gives him shields, heals him, gives literally everything. That ability just gives him everything in the game for some reason. And the damage to his summons. His 2 is damage, vulnerability, and CC. It's kind of poor man's Rhino Stomp, to be honest. The one thing is that I like the fact that his 2 has a line of sight. That way you don't stun enemies on the other side of the walls. And you only stun enemies that you can actually see. Which, in this case, line of sight is actually a good thing, I think. But yeah, the 3, the only good summon is the range ones because of the augment. The other ones are completely useless. And lastly, his ultimate deals no damage, but it's a very large AoE armor strip. Which is, I mean, armor strip is still 10 times damage increase, so yeah. Misha, holy fuck, wait, what? Misha subscribed with Prime on Twitch. Oh, yo! Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But yeah, Caliban companion center, yeah. Caliban is awesome, but yeah, one summon is worth it. I have a weapon is such fun. Yeah, I like Caliban. I think Caliban is very good. Caliban is also here, only one unity, so on. I mean, okay, so I don't like the whole. The frame has only one good ability because I prefer a frame to have one ability that is the best ability in the game and not four bad abilities or mediocre abilities. Like Sarin technically has only her three. Like her Sarin 1 is bad. Sarin 2 is just for the shield gate and the move speed. Sarin 4 is bad. So Sarin technically has only one good ability and she's still top frame in the game. So I prefer, again, that is a general thing. I prefer a frame to have insanely high potential, meaning that it has one ability that is insanely broken compared to having four mediocre ones. But yeah. High A tier. I think high A tier is very fair, yeah. I think high A. This afraid of giving summoner or something. I think we need a bit more summoner support to be actually viable with stuff like level cap. Because his sentience don't scale like Necros summons. Recommend Banshee C tier, but take one good ability doesn't make her good enough for the bottom 3 frames. For sure you have a point. Again, we'll probably move frames from tiers. But yeah, you might have a point about Banshee, yeah. And the ability gets buff Toxin Bane. Yeah. Say high tier. Sarin's not high tier. Sarin's like top 2 frames in the game. Like, what are we talking about? Sarin was level capping with the stick before it had an incarnate weapon. Like, what are we talking about? Sarin is like one of the best, if not the best frame in the game. No way. Banshee is A tier. Like, Banshee has 1.5 abilities, and those 1.5 abilities don't do anything that you care about that much. Like, again, she's potentially the frame that deals the most damage, but like, I prefer to kill the whole map with one button than to need a 2-minute setup to actually do the damage I want. Banshee's low CTR, low bottom defense is fucking great. What are we talking about? Banshee is good. Silence's helmet and sonar is yeah, but like, I don't like. If I count in the tier list, if I count the fact that their best ability is a subsume ability, that will just put Rhino at like B tier, which Rhino is not a B tier frame. So I'm not counting the fact that their best ability is a subsume ability. Like, that is not a thing that we care about, because the good thing about stuff like Rhino, let's say, is that he can have his own roar and another ability. In terms of Banshee, she can have sonar and another ability, which, yeah. What makes Sarin so good? Excuse me. We're gonna talk about Sarin. We will talk about Sarin. To make Styanax on level cap, Styanax for level cap, kind of just don't use his 4. His 4 does not have good scaling at level cap. You can abuse the automatic shield gating of his 3, because you gain shields when you kill enemies. That way, if you just kill enemies fast enough, meaning that you have good weapons, you will automatically shield gate without needing to do anything. But yeah. Which you should Sashkev, why is he the S tier? He's kind of just slow. That is his whole thing. Like, his KPM, the kills per minute, is very low. His level cap is very easy, but other than that, he's kind of slow in everything he does. But yeah. So Caliban, I'm thinking, yeah, I think Caliban is better than Ash, worse than Atlas. I think Atlas is still better. Kenobu didn't know you streamed. I just wanted to say hi, I love your builds. Hey, cheers. Yeah, I kind of just stream on the tier lists. I was thinking, I'm not promising anything, by the way, but I was thinking of doing, like, let's say, a schedule and actually streaming more often. I'm not saying anything. I may as well forget this by yesterday. By tomorrow, I mean. But yeah. I was thinking of streaming more because I do have a bit more time on my hands nowadays. But yeah. Matter of fact, remove also. Fuck off, don't rage with me. Will stream say, I'm not saying anything. But yeah, let's move to Chroma. So, I was talking about this tier list being biased and non-biased and stuff like that. I fucking love Chroma. I've been public Chroma defender, and that is like a big generalization, I will just say, but like I've noticed that many people that don't like Chroma are people that don't play Chroma and don't kind of know what Chroma does. But let's just talk about Chroma. First of all, his passive is triple jump. Not the most useful thing, not the worst thing. It's a movement a bit. With triple jump, it's not bad. You can double jump twice. You can bullet jump twice. It's not bad. It's not fantastic either. His one is completely useless. You use it to swap elements, and even then you can just do it in the arsenal. His 2 is the most spaghetti code ability in the game, and it's fighting against Nova. His 2 is kind of does everything. I'm not saying everything is good, far from it. The electric mode is completely useless. The heat mode is just there for the tanking. The cold mode can nuke rooms. I mean, it's not good nukes, but it can. It's very funny sometimes. It's very entertaining. And his toxin one is like insane damage buff if you know how to use it. But yeah, his 3, it's the largest ration type buff in the game. It's multiplicative to glaze and contagion zones, meaning that Chroma is one of... I mean, he's not the easiest damage cap frame, but like he's one of the easiest damage cap frames. If you like damage cap numbers and I guess red crits, you can go watch the new in big quotations video on Chroma. So yeah, Chroma is insanely easy to damage cap with. And his 4 is the only ability that makes you credit farm, like helps you with credit farm. But yeah. So let's see what the chat says. Chroma isn't even elemental buff. Nah. I mean, yeah, he technically does not have elemental buffs, but doesn't really matter. He does not play like a... Yeah, I'm not talking about thematic and stuff like that. I'm just talking about strengths of the... if... Trust me, I OTP Shivan in League. I want a Dragon Frame. I would kill for a Dragon Frame. Sadly, Chroma is not the Dragon Frame. He's like the Dragon Knight Frame. But yeah. Chroma is it, but no one really to glaze. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I glaze Chroma. I will never put him in S tier, but I do glaze Chroma. On top of that, his level cap is like incredibly easy. Both with shield gating and persistence tanking. Like he has one of the easiest level caps ever. You can literally sleep while we level cap with Chroma because of how insanely large his 3 buff is. Like, people underestimate what 1000% serration buff is. Like, they very much underestimate that. But yeah. Friends can do better. Lavos can do 99% of the things that Lavos can do, no other frame can do. Lavos is one-of-a-kind frame, and he has so many gimmicks that literally only he can do. But yeah. Yeah, a lot of people use Chroma only for credit farming, which is sad, I think. I think Chroma is very, very capable frame. People like to place him on the whole, he needs a rework. I think he needs a rework just to make him more interesting to people. I don't think he needs a rework to make him better. Because the last thing Chroma needs is more damage. Chroma has plenty of damage. He has no need for any more damage. I would like him to be more interesting to play. Yeah, sure. But I don't think he needs, again, more damage. But yeah. Please doing Ash build, please. The Ash video came out 2 hours ago. You can go check the channel. Yeah. Chrome level cap video when I have refreshing. I fucking have doing. By the way, I've not spoken about this, but I think my last level cap was around a bit after the Foley update, and after that I've been so burned out on level cap. I've not actually done any level cap, which means yes, I've not done a level cap with Sirius and Ryan, and I'll probably never do, because level cap, I'm not gonna lie, level cap right now is just for fun. Like, this is just the general stuff. Level cap is just for fun. If you want to farm platinum, level cap is very suboptimal for that nowadays. And if you just want to have fun with level cap, yeah, that's completely fine. But like, level cap for now is just for fun. It's not for anything else. Chroma 3 is the most potential man ability. It's not the most potential man ability, but it's for sure a very, very funny ability. Yeah, yeah. So level cap, I'm not doing that. If I ever do level cap, it's for the plot. And I'm not doing so level cap because I would basically gain no plot. But yeah, and just for the build, my Chroma hasn't been touched since the other ones released. Chroma is very nice. I would recommend everyone to play Chroma. That's from level cap, yeah. With Glaze or Exodia Contagious Zone. I would say, okay, that's a very hard thing to say because Contagious Bond, Contagion Zones are very funny. I'm not saying they're very funny. But Glaives have influence, so most of the time Glaives are just better. For just KPI maxing and stuff like that. Do you need to do something about level cap to make more rewarding instead of just doing challenges? The big problem, and that is like my problem with level cap started around a year ago, even if I was a active level cap player since like 3 months ago, is the fact that wait, where was it going? Oh yeah, D is actively discouraging people from doing level cap. Like, if you just look at the abilities of new frames and stuff like that, they just kind of mid at level cap, and majority of new frames are just weapon buffers at level cap. Every single new release frame is just a weapon buffer at level cap. They all play the same. Does billions with glaives? Yeah, Chroma does billions with glaives. Chroma does billions with basically everything you give him. But yeah, the biggest thing that I want to say about Chroma, and we'll just place him. Chroma is the only credit farm frame in the game. He is incredibly generalist. You can put every weapon on him and he will do very, very good. He has no problems with any weapon in the game. He, funnily enough, is actually one of the best overcharge users because he has one of the highest maximum energies in the game, meaning that he can proc the full 350% moonshot incredibly easy. Make him, again, very, very good buffer because you don't want serration type buffs on weapons with him, meaning that the primary slot is completely free on him. And most of the time he just runs, again, overcharge. But yeah, in terms of what Chroma does, he does kind of everything. Is he the best weapon buffer in the game? No. Is he the best melee weapon buffer in the game in terms of Glaze and Contagious Zones? Kind of. But the fact that he, like, I've said this before, but if I can play only one frame in this game and I want that frame to achieve everything, that frame will probably be Nova. But the second one will probably be Chroma. Because Chroma is so versatile. You can, again, bring him in everything. He will perform well in everything. He has no weaknesses. I mean, again, he has two bad abilities, but like, the other two abilities are so great that it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I think that Chroma, for now, is top of A tier just because of how versatile he is. And not to mention, all of his buffs are party-wide. You can actually run positive range Chroma and give everything to your whole party. Because your whole party wants a 1000% serration buff, no problem. But Chroma is absolutely fantastic. I have basically, again, he has two ban abilities. I'm not saying he does not. But the combination of Vex Armor and Ward, like those two abilities are great. But the Cavalier skin, I don't like any of the Pro Frame skins. But yeah. Next, we have Citrine. So again, I will just explain what she does. Her passive, it's the health regeneration. It's fine. It caps at, I think, 25 health a second, which is not bad. Her one is fine. It procs elements like DOTFX and stuff like that. And it makes enemies drop health and energy, which is good for energy and stuff like that. Her two is a multiplicative with itself, 90% DR. Give me a second. I want to see something. Give me like 2 minutes. I need to answer the door. Okay, I'm back. I can hit damage cap on Chroma with no buffers. Yep. Vex armor is that broken. So Citrine anyway. Her 2 is a multiplicative stacking with itself, meaning that if you have more than one Citrine, you can actually, like, for Citrines, I think it's 99.99 damage reduction, which is insane. Her 3, it's just a primer. It's a very good ability, gives status chance, stuff like that. And with the augment, you can it can move with you, which is great. And the 4 I generally don't like. It's the one that creates the crystals on the enemies and gives you like flat crit chance. Citrine is fine. I don't have anything bad to say about Citrine, to be honest. I mean, she can do the whole companion buffing very well. She can hit damage cap very easily. Again, damage cap is not like you hitting damage cap does not give you bonus points on this tier list. By the way, damage cap is not. I just say it because they can, but like it's not that important, to be honest. I want to like the 4, but it feels clunky. Yeah, basically same. It does feel very clunky. But yeah, overall for Citrine, she is very good. Can leave live. Wait, what? Yeah, the live stream is a permanent vote on the channel. This live stream will never be taken down. Don't worry about it. What's good? Sub. So, Citrine, I think is A tier. Citrine is better. I don't know if she's better than Chroma, but she's better than Atlas for sure. But I don't think she's better than Chroma. I mean, in many ways, she's nah. If I'm a bit biased, then sure, I guess. But like, I think Chroma is better than her. Oh my god, thank you for the obvious. Hey, sup. Need a new Nova build. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on Nova. So, by the way, for anyone that is coming new to the stream, I'm working on Dante. Dante video, no, I'm not using the augment. The augment is bad. Danoku video, again, the augment is bad. The Temple video, that augment is fine. And the last one was the Kome. The Kome augment is the only good one. Yeah, sup. She's up there. Yeah. I think Citrine is, yeah. Tight. Okay. This is a bit of a spoiler. Because I already set the tier list placement under the side video. Side is the strongest frame in the game. That has been the fact for a very long time. The reason that he was never the best frame in the game in my tier lists is partially because I kind of gatekeeped it, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, Sight is the best frame in the game. There is absolutely no debating this. I don't think anyone should ever even want to debate this. Sight does everything in the game, and to the extension that he does too much. He kills too fast. He kills too far away. He's too effective for the game. He breaks the game in too many ways. I think, first of all, if Sight gets nerfed, that is so incredibly sad. I cannot express my feelings, but because I don't want Sight to be nerfed for anything. Like, I don't think nerfs should even exist in this game. But let's not get into those kind of things. But yeah, I think Sight is what we should strive. Not every frame to be, but we should strive to be at least interesting. Because Sight does not play the way he's supposed to be played. He's not the sniper guy. But he has more playstyles than basically every other frame in the game. You can force any element in the game. He can use any weapon in the game. I guess he cannot use Incarnates, but Whip T2, no one cares about that one because, oh no, the best weapon buffer in the game cannot use the best weapons in the game. Let me go and level cap with the MK1 Braton without any mods. Oh no. But yeah. Sight is he overpowered? Yes. Do I want him to get nerfed? No, absolutely not. It's laughable to even think about it. I think he's a positive way for DE to look at how frames should be made. And I hope in the future we get more of Sight and less of Foley and less of, I guess, Porter, Sirius, and Orion. But yeah, I have nothing but to say about Sight. Sight will be the top of S tier till the end of this tier list. I will not move him any lower. There is no way to move him any lower. But yeah, Sight is the strongest frame in the game, and it's not even close. Does the Warframe team really matter? It works. Yeah, I'm on that logic too. Again, the team of Sight being the whole sniper guy, sure. I don't care. I like Sight as the weapon specialist. This is the team I have given him. That is what I like about him. And he fits that team perfect. Absolutely fantastic. Bro, should I get as a beginner account? I have plot for any. Don't buy any frame with plot. Just farm them. Rhino is the best starter frame, bar none. If you like something more special, get Nova. But yeah, Sight, I have, again, nothing but to say about Sight. And I think Sight needs to be the golden standard for what frames should look like and what should they play. Again, I don't think every frame should be as broken as Sight. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he has so many interesting things that he can do that I wish that other frames have as many interesting things that they can do. He's way more military themed. Yeah, basically that's what I'm looking. That is the part I like about him with the military hut and stuff like that. I like about that about him. Put him indeed to gatekeep. I mean Prime. No, just get no. Let me be happy. Yeah, again, big disclaimer. If anyone from DA, no one from DA is watching this, but if anyone from DA is watching this, please don't nerf anyone. Just bug fix the bot frames and buff the bot frames. There is absolutely no... Sight is not game breaking. I've seen 2 sites in the past 6 months. No one is playing him. If people start playing him, that means that people know what they're doing. That means that those people have the knowledge check, the knowledge for those things. They actually progressed in the game to know those things. That is a good thing. Having strong things is a good thing. Not everything needs to be a I level cap with the best weapons in the game, should not use any of my abilities. Not every frame needs to be that. I won't know. But yeah, enough glazing of Sight. Anyway, the Gath. But I think here the AFK, the children AFK frame, I'm losing brain cells. Yeah, I read that one, and I'm like, oh my. But yeah, anyway, Dagath. Dagath is so first of all, her passive is basically health energize and energy energize without cooldown. It's very good. Basically gives her infinite energy. In very short. Her one, it's fine. It's not the best ability, but it's fine. It spreads viral, I guess. Her 2 is completely useless because we just use the 3, but we cannot subsume over the 2 because we lose the damage scaling of it. But yeah, the 2, it's Doom. I will talk about the 2 as if it's just Doom, like the effect, because its ability is very bad. But Doom is these sights you can put on the heads of enemies, and if you do damage, those sights deal true damage. She basically has a damage, universal damage like finisher. Like if you get to the threshold of enemy being killable by the sights because the sights attack your damage, the sights will automatically kill the enemy, and yeah. Her 3 makes her completely immortal with the augment. Makes her completely immortal for a duration. All of her abilities and weapon hits apply Doom, the debuff we talked about. And yeah, big damage. And she's completely immortal, and when she's not, kills with her weapons and everything, I guess, reduce the cooldown of her 3, so she can be immortal more often. And her 4 is kind of mediocre. It's an armor strip, but again, Doom deals through damage, so eh. So yeah, I like that. She's fun. Yeah, time to learn Sight. There is nothing to learn. Sight is the frame. If you like a weapon, give it to Sight. You will love that weapon even more. Like, there is nothing to learn about Sight. Just play the weapons you like. That is the beautiful thing about Sight. You can use the Soulback. It's broken. Yes, you can use the Zar. It's broken. But if you like any weapon, Sight will make that weapon even more favorite to you. Yeah. Doom exists to seal your kills and conditionals. True, actually. True. Yeah. The only issue with the augment is that it makes her lose some of the damage mechanic, which is a shame. No, not really. Just you just need 2 hits to apply the whole like debuff from Doom. But yeah, I like the God. The God I think is better than Ash. She's better than Caliban, and she's better than Atlas. Is she better than Citrine? Is she better than Citrine? I'm not too sure. I don't feel like she's better than Citrine. Let's like if I was working charge, yeah. I will probably say she's not better than Citrine. Loves to have survivability when using mediocre weapons with him. Funny thing you say that. He has. You can just wait a second. You can just, if you didn't know that, you can just imbue electric or gas to your weapons, and both electric and gas can automatically headshot. So you don't even need to aim. But yeah. The gas is better than Ash, but worse than Citrine. Yeah, I agree with it. I agree with this. I very much agree with this. Anyway, moving on. Dante. So, Dante, spoiler alert, his augment is absolute garbage. That's why I'm not counting it. It's completely useless. You should never use it. There is no build that augment does anything. But yeah. So, Dante, no one cares about it. It's Noctua. Noctua is fine, but the problem is that it's fine and it holds a whole ability slot. Yeah, you can just use better weapons. You don't really need Noctua, and you can start stick Noctua with the Word Warden, I think it's called. But yeah, and now I'm gonna talk about the combinations. I'm not gonna talk about the individuals. So you have, I don't know actually the names of it. You have the Infinite Overguard one. It's absolutely broken. As long as you kill enemies, you gain Overguard. Overguard has a gate, a Overguard gate, meaning that as long as you kill enemies fast enough, you're completely immortal at any level. And your status immune, which is great. Yeah. After that, we have the page flight. It's the birds that make enemies more susceptible to status. It's absolutely broken with Contagious Bond. It's like Dante with combiners like the easiest damage cap in the game. Overall, the ability is fine. You have World Warden, which spawns a Spectral Noctua. So again, you can get the benefits of Noctua without using Noctua. It's a whole separate weapon that shoots with you. And it's completely broken. World Warden is like one of the best abilities in the game. And yeah, that's about it for that. Infinite Orga, Danger, the free primers, you can... Yep. Should be 5 rounds of truth. Lucky you say that, because World Warden, you can just equip Noctua, the Spectral Noctua with Encumber, and the Noctua will prime itself with you just shooting. So yeah, he's himself a primer for himself. So yeah, he's basically perfect. Dante, I mean, surprising no one, he's another S tier. He's not better than Sight, again, that's not gonna change, but Dante is incredibly good. If there is a support that I will want every single mission I'm in, that's Dante. Dante has, with the good builds, has good abilities. Again, he's 3-3, the one that expedites suffering thing. It's very mediocre. Still does not do the damage that we would like to see from that ability. Sadly, Slash just got insanely nerfed. But we don't care about that. Overall, Dante is just incredible. But yeah. He's tried World War with second in the date. I've tried it. I don't like it. I like just Encumber. I enjoy Encumber much more. For me, it's better than Sight. Nah. Sight, go play Sight. Or no, just go watch the Sight video I just put out. Like, Sight is so ridiculous. Ember. So, Ember, I guess a bit of a lore. I've told this story. So basically, lore time. I started playing the game around Equinox release. If I'm not mistaken, that is 2015. So I started playing Warframe back then. Ember was my first quote-unquote main. The Ember I'm using, the one in the videos, that Ember costed me 1000 platinum, because back in 2015 Ember was not unvoted ever. So yeah, her set was 1000 plat. Yeah. So yeah, Ember was my most played frame for 9 years, give or take. After that, funnily enough, I quit the game before the whole Ember rework. I quit the game. I didn't play for like, give or take, 4 years, around the time that Duvir came out. I didn't play. No, excuse me. Give or take like 2 months before I started the YouTube channel. That's why when I returned. And again, I skipped the whole Ember rework thing. And I'm coming back. I'm equipping my main, and she's absolutely worthless and does absolutely nothing. It was such a great feeling. Like, what the? Like, where did we go wrong? First of all, her passive gives you power strength based on how many enemies are affected by heat. Potentially not a bad passive. Problem is, if she actually dealt damage, meaning that if her abilities actually killed enemies, this passive would always give 0, because enemies would be dead, meaning that they will not be affected by heat. So the only reason this passive does anything in this game is because Ember herself deals no damage. Anyway, Fireball is completely worthless. Fireball is coded as weapon. That thing still does not save it. Anyway. So, next we have Immolation. Immolation is completely worthless. Immolation gives buffs, in large quotations, buffs her other abilities, and gives her 90% DR. So, we have a 90% DR on a shield-based frame that can give itself Overguard. Overguard, in case you don't know, is not affected by DR. So yeah, we have every single type of survivability, and they don't synergize with each other. Fantastic design. Her 3 is just the armor strip. It does nothing else. And I guess tags enemies for heat, like for the passive. 4 is her 4 is a line of sight, field of view, nuke in the biggest quotations ever. It deals no damage. It never did damage. It's completely worthless. What are we doing? She's D tier. She's D tier. Like, I'm not even pretending here. Another thing about Mesa for level cap. Mesa, the problem with Mesa, again, going back to the whole only one good ability. Mesa has only one good ability. Her 3 is completely useless. Her 2 is completely useless. Her 1 is completely useless. Her passive is not that great. So her level cap is not hard. Technically, no frame has a hard level cap. But like, it's meh. Anyway, I will talk about Mesa when we go to Mesa. But yeah, care for next time to completely destroy Ember like 6 frames. Ember is such a the fact that we got Nidus reworked before Ember is such a baffling thing. By the way, I'm gonna talk about Nidus. Nidus is probably the biggest glow up ever. But yeah, Mesa is a 4th fire spammer, basically. Yeah. I like how no one is disagreeing on the placement of Ember. Anyway, moving on. Equinox. Hot take. Equinox actually kind of good in many ways. I have no idea why the internet has chosen has self-indoctrinated themselves into thinking that Equinox is bad. Equinox has, what is it? 2 good abilities out of how many? 5, 6? Yeah, 6. So yeah, 2 out of 6, kind of mediocre. But those 2 are actually kind of good. Her night form is completely useless. There is no reason to ever play it. The night form. The day form, the one, again, you don't care about it because you don't care about the night form. The 2, it's not that useful. The 3 gives the whole party strength, which is not bad. And the 4 is in a way, I mean, not in a way, it's just a level scaling, technically health scaling nuke. It actually scales very well, funnily enough, especially if you have armor strip, in this case, Terrafire or stuff like that. Make the new video maximum investment, Dante, please. Probably tomorrow. Probably that is for tomorrow, but yeah. Equinox form carries the whole frame. And that's not really a bad thing. Equinox 4 deals very good damage. At level cap, funnily enough, Equinox one of the easiest level caps you can do because it just nukes the whole everything because Terrafy is not line of sight. So yeah, Equinox, fantastic level cap. Base still pass, it's just kind of not needed because again, enemies are weak anyway. So we don't care about infinitely scaling nuke when every enemy dies by you just looking at it. But yeah, I think people overhate Equinox. Bro said that Nightform is useless. I mean, it has no good abilities. Like, what? What good ability does Nightform have? CC? Wow. So yeah, I think Equinox is B tier. I think Equinox is B tier. Equinox has better design kit than Circe Run. No. Better design? No. More useful? Yeah. More useful for sure. But better designs? Nah. Anyway, the poster boy. Excalibur himself. Equinox too squishy. Nope, she's immortal. You just need to shield gate. Every single frame that has shields in this game is completely immortal. You just need to shield gate. That's about it. New friends you can think about it. Rexka with the Obex you probably mean in Carmen? Yes, I have. It's nothing special. The reason that... Big disclaimer, by the way. We're talking about Excalibur. People really like... I've seen the videos. I've seen it in my recommended. The damage cap Excalibur Obex. It's bugged. Excalibur is basically not doing anything there. It's bugged. The evolution, the finisher damage evolution, the one with the armor provides 100 times more damage than what it's supposed to be. Excalibur is basically doing nothing there. Shield gating is tedious. Use lazy gate. Just use lazy gate. You don't need to shield gate actively. You can use lazy gate. Equinox with gloom. But was looking but Excalibur, funnily enough, it's not a bad frame. He's not bad. Chromatic Blade got very large bug fix with the heavy attacks, which is nice. Funnily enough, Excalibur has a lot of builds. I've shared the whole invisibility Excalibur with the Discord build. I've not made a video about it, but yeah, you can just build Excalibur for Influence Gas and put Evade on him and be permanently invisible because Gas automatically headshots. There you go. Survivability on Excalibur solved. You can lazy gate, you can persistence, you can evade. Literally everything works on him. Is everything like the best? No. Again, Exalted Blade. The bad thing about Exalted Blade is that it has very low stats. That is a kind of a common thing with Exalted Weapons, is that Exalted Weapons for some reason have very low stats. I have no idea why. I don't see a reason for that, but yeah, Exalted Blade has very low stats. But overall, Excalibur is not a buff frame. His passive is kind of useless, just attack speed and a bit of damage. But his 1 has some iframes. His 2 is a blind, generally completely useless. His 3 is a multiplicative melee damage buff, which is very nice. With the augment, I mean. And his 4, it's the thing you do. It has a lot of builds. You can do influence, you can do afflictions, you can do literally everything. Like Excalibur works with basically everything. Is it the best? No. But I think Excalibur overall is in many ways just a better Baruch, or in many ways just less tedious Baruch. Let's see what the chat thinks. Lumonocron is not 3 augments. No, I'm not thinking. Max tier not happening. Energy doesn't matter. Okay, we're talking about the guns. What do you use with sight other than the what? Sight works with every weapon, literally every weapon. Use the Sobek, use the Zar, use everything you like. It does not matter. Sight will make it good. Yeah, compared to Carmen's, it feels like yeah. His 1 is not to die. Basically, yeah, it gives him iframes. It's fine. Yep, I don't see anyone saying anything against the positioning, so I think he's fine at B tier. Anyway, Foley, Folly is complete garbage. Hot take, I know. So, Folly passive. Basically, if you are affected by her abilities, there's a higher chance of dropping energy. It's the same as Nova passive, just higher numbers, and yeah. Can you share a link to the templates? Yep. Here we go. So Folly 1, it's rolling guard with a teleport. It's just rolling guard. That's about it. You can pop barrels with it, I guess. Her 2 has like 20 different choices. 2 of them are actually good. You either go arc trap or you go barrels. That's about it. The RPG has too long of a cooldown. It's not reliable at all. But you either do barrels or you do arc traps. Both of those hazards, I mean, every hazard scales with enemy level, meaning that you technically do infinite damage, which is nice. The problem with that is that they don't have anything in terms of scaling with her kit, meaning that if you go with a modless Folly, those things will do the same damage, which is incredibly sad. But yeah, her 3, it's a large CC ability in the game that you basically want to murder as many people as possible. Most of the time, it's just a detriment. It gives damage reduction, which is completely pointless because, again, she's a shield gate frame. So DR is completely wasted on her. The slowing effect, for me at least, it's a minus because enemies come to me slower, which I don't like. Lowering my KPM just by using a frame reminds me of Limbo, and I don't like being reminded of Limbo. And her 4 is completely useless, mainly because it has no effect on overguard enemies. First of all, I'm not gonna lie, I think the overguard, the whole Eximus thing was the biggest mistake Warframe ever did, because it just makes so many utility, in this case CC. If overguard was not such a, like, we don't care about CC thing, I wouldn't have any, like, problems with CC, but overguard makes me hate CC frames. And Folly 4 is one of those reasons. But yeah, her 4 is completely unusable, basically, based in practically every single case, because you cannot lift overguarded enemies, and if an overguarded enemy does not have overguard, they're basically dead anyway. So what is the point? So in reality, he has 2 things in her 2. And that's about it. And rolling guard on her 1. Nothing else matters. Wow. I guess she has easier scaling the Banshee? I guess. That's about it. My sweet boy. Okay, let's not pretend that Limbo was ever good. Limbo was good for 3 days in 2017 or 18. I don't remember when his first rework came out. When for some reason they made him deal 10% max health damage for each enemy that was affected by his 4. Meaning that if you affect 10 enemies with his 4, you deal 100% of their health. That is the only. That was the only version of Limbo that was good, because you just clap your hands and the whole map dies. That was the only moment when Limbo was good. Good for the RPG. Sadly, the RPG has a cooldown. If it didn't have cooldown, maybe we would have sing a different song. This will be a new video on YouTube? No, it will just be a vote. You can go watch the votes. But it will be on YouTube, yeah. Frost. Frost, my boy. Frost is absolutely fantastic. Frost somehow has stayed relevant with basically no reworks. I mean, his passive got changed, I guess. That's a rework. So yeah, Frost passive gives him armor, which, funnily enough, it's not actually completely irrelevant, because his 3 and his 4 augment scale of armor, meaning that he's a overguard shield gate frame that gives himself armor, and that armor is actually not wasted. Wow. Good design. Wow. If only Ember had something like that. Anyway, his 1, it's just a cold buff. Nothing bad. Cold is a fantastic element. So giving your every weapon cold, absolutely fantastic. I have nothing bad to say about it. Yeah, the only problem, literally, the only problem Frost has is that all of his augments are good. That is his only problem. That he has 5 very good augments. Okay, 4. But yeah, his 2 is completely useless. You just subsume over it, which is not bad. You have a free subsume sword. His 3, very good for defense, for basically anything, to be honest. And now with Sculpture, you can actually play him very spammy. Like, you can have a very spammy playstyle. And his 4 is I do everything. It's a CC, which, again, I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's a CC, it's a armor strip. With the augment, it generates overguard. It literally just does everything that he wants. It makes enemies frozen, meaning that it activates biting frost. Again, 10 stacks of coat is a fat crit damage increase. It's literally everything you ever need. The only problem with Frost that gives overguard. That's like one of his best things. Like, but why is that a problem? Frost that overguard cap is too low. Does not matter. You just, like, at level cap, your overguard will get broken in a single hit anyway. But he has a shield under that, meaning that if you just press his 4, you will regain the shield and the overguard. So he has insanely easy time surviving in any content where he can cast his 4, I guess. But yeah, I have nothing but to say about Frost. He is jack of all trades, and he performs well in basically everything. Yeah, the fact that he has overguard cap is absolutely not a problem. Like, you can just recast again. But yeah, Frost, I remember put him in S tier. I don't think he's S tier, but he's for sure better than Chroma. Yeah. Mess with the tier list. Man, holy, that reminded me actually the last tier list we did. Wait, no. Was it the last or the one before that? We did a tier list when Mesa was like, holy, the chat demolished Mesa. And he got my gold Velimir. Yeah, Velimir is like the only good prot frame. Yeah. Basically, for SP casual runs, yeah. Let's go for favorite. Frost, I think, is better than Chroma, but I don't think he deserves S tier. But he's fantastic. Like, if you want me to glaze him a bit more, he's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, Gara. Notably, I hate Gara. Good thing for Gara, she became better. Actually, a lot better. And even if I hate Gara, I cannot pretend she's not good. So yeah, Gara passive is the blind. When you cast abilities, you have a chance to blind the enemies. It's fine. Her one is her exalted, quote unquote, exalted, like, tank glass sword. It has force slash or force puncture. No one cares about that one. The damage is good though. Hitboxes, don't use casting speed charts. That is the biggest thing I can say. Do not use casting speed charts. The hitboxes on her one are bugged. I'll probably be doing a Gara video soon. So yeah, don't use casting speed on her. Her 2, technically, big technically by the way, has infinite scaling damage, and the damage around her scales infinitely as long as you just shatter her 4. It's good. It's 90% DR. Doesn't really matter. I would have preferred if the range was bigger and it didn't give DR, because again, she's a shield gate frame, so the DR does nothing. But whatever. Her 3 is completely useless, but it's a free subsume sword, so it doesn't really matter. And her 4 is the glass walls that you can shatter and use a line of sight, ignores line of sights and stuff like that. So I know it's kind of a leap, but we know that Thermal Sunder and Hildrin are getting line of sight checks, which is very unfortunate. We didn't hear anything about Gara though, meaning that when Hildrin gets nerfed and stuff like that, we will probably use Sight and Gara for the nuking of tile sets and the defense speedrun and stuff like that. So yeah, she may actually become the meta thing for a lot of missions very, very soon. For now, she's just worse. She's worse in every way compared to Hildrin and stuff like that. But yeah. Prove that chat play Mesa before the Prime came out. No. Mesa hate is kind of a meme here. Don't worry about it. Mesa hate is kind of a meme here. Mesa is not bad. I'll go to let's talk about Gara now. Mesa is a couple of frames down. Like we have time for that. But yeah, Gara, I'm thinking high A tier, like above Frost high A tier, maybe here. I'm thinking here. Uh, Again, maybe I'm biased. She still feels very clunky to play. That is why I'm not giving her the S tier. Some Mesa slander. Why does everyone hate Mesa? Anyway, Gara is S tier. Gara. Fine, she's low S tier. Fine. I may be biased. Yeah, I am probably biased. I was probably biased. Yeah, she's low A tier. Gara became broken with the new shield, new arcane, and the shield melee arcane. Yeah. The one that gives you damage based on shields and you just run prime tradition. I know that build. Yeah, I've seen that build. Yeah. Gara is the weekly queen. Hydrin does the same. Koro too. Valkyr too. Actually, a lot of frames kind of do the weeklies. Gara is insane. Gara is good, yeah. Gara, much better than before now with the sculpture, but yeah. Yeah, the velocity bug on base Mesa, yeah. Anyway, Garuda. Very like the unreasonable with the nerfs. I don't think, like, when I see that something is getting nerfed, I'm like, oh lord, you're just forcing me to play Ogris Sarin. What are we doing here? Is that like the pinnacle of the game? Just boring to play her. Yeah, she's boring. Yeah. She's just weak core. Yes and no. Yes and no. They're kind of now I can say that they're very close to each other. Very close to each other. I still prefer Korra, but they're very close to each other in terms of power. Best for low level defense clear. I don't know. My Gara nukes steel path without any problem. Fuck it, above steel cap. She has infinite scaling. Like damage is not a problem with her. To be honest, the only problem I have with her is that her one hitbox is bad, and that the hitbox overall is kind of wonky. Like it really hates stairs. That's basically it. So Garuda is S tier. Garuda is S tier. She's better than Gara for sure. I don't. No, she's not better than Dante. But Garuda infinite scaling. Okay, so first passive, 100% multiplicative damage scaling, meaning that she just deals double damage with her passive. Fucking great passive, may I say. Like, holy, imagine if Ember had a passive like that one, just doing double damage. But yeah, her passive just makes her do double damage with literally everything she does. So yeah, weapons too. Her one is infinite scaling. You can hold it to increase the damage of it, or you can just press it on an enemy with high base HP. So yeah, it nukes level cap without any problem. It's a coded as a weapon, meaning that weapon buffs such as Nourish, Arachne, Vigorous Swap, many others buff her one, making it deal even more damage. Her 2 is completely useless. We don't care about that one. We just swap it with Nourish. Her 3 is infinite energy with the cost of health. Luckily, there's an arcade that actually gives it health based on how much energy we spent. Huh. And her 4 makes 4 slash procs. Slash is not that great, but when we have 4 slash procs, yeah, that makes them sound very good. But yeah. As we got a cast speed issue, make you learn cast. Yeah. Sadly, the casting speed thingy with Gara is still in the game. Sadly. Yeah, we're gonna swap elite. One of my favorite friends. Yep. Garuda is absolutely fantastic. I have nothing but to say about Garuda. Gauss says here, do I need to go, but I've closed Warframe for the yapping session. Do I need to go again and show the thing that everyone already knows? Like, yes, Gauss is completely immortal. No, he's not a shield gate frame, he's a shield regen frame. I think Gauss is overall here, a bit above Garuda. But yeah, Gauss, I'm not gonna lie, the things we care about. His passive is the best passive probably in the game. If Garuda has the best damage passive, Gauss has the best defense passive because he makes him completely immortal. You don't need anything else except Gauss passive to be immortal. You need Aegis, Fast Deflection, and Gauss passive. You cannot die. Good morning, Subsub. So yeah, Gauss is completely immortal, you cannot die. If you have any questions, go to the Gauss level cap video I have. It's that thing. His 1 is there just to charge his battery, nothing else. His 2 is completely useless. It's the worst ability in the game because it actively makes him mortal. His 2 is the ability that actually makes him able to die. That's why we never use it. We swap it for Zatas. Why? Because Zatas is bugged with Blast. Why do we care about Blast? Because the augment for his 3 gives every weapon Blast. And if you combine Blast with Zata, that actually makes Blast scale of elemental mods and actually proc more explosions. But we care about the fact that Blast scales with elemental mods. Because if we don't know, Blast has, in the calculations for the damage of Blast, there is no elemental mods there. Meaning that Blast does not scale of... Gas scales of gas mods, Blast does not scale of blast mods. Yes, both gas and blast mods don't exist, but yeah. I mean, I guess there is one gas mod. But yeah. And his 4 is fire rate, speed, stuff like that. Very good for weapon buffing. Yeah. Can Toxin still kill Gauss? Yes, but you will never see Toxin in the game. I have no idea where people are seeing Toxin. I've not been hit by a Toxin proc in 10 years. I don't know where people are seeing Toxin procs. Because there is 0 enemies in any of the content in the game right now. There is only one actually. The Eximus infested ones that sometimes can spawn with the Toxin aura, and to those you just don't need to hug them. That's about it. And they are not very common, to be honest. They are not very common. He's so strong and a little bit strong, but if you play him too much, you get annoyed by battery mechanic probably. I don't want to say skill issue, but it's probably a skill issue. Yeah. I have no problems with the battery mechanic, especially if you remove the 2. Toxin from infested enemies. There is literally only the Eximus enemies. I mean, yeah, there's like more infested enemies that deal toxin damage, but last time I checked, there is no relevant content that makes you fight against infested enemies. Or maybe I'm mistaken, but I cannot think of any content right now that makes you fight infested. The toxic tank deals gas, not toxin. Bro, I got Toxin proc. I have no idea what are we doing to get Toxin proc. I'm not joking when I say I've never died as Gauss. I literally never died as Gauss. I've not seen a Toxin proc in 10 years. I mean, I've seen it. I've just killed the enemy because they are melee. The infested enemies that spawn the Toxin infested enemies are melee with the Toxin aura. So you just kill them. You don't go in melee. That's about it. You have gotten Vine Boomed by infested fart clouds? Never. I've not played versus a infested mission in 10 years because we don't have any content against infested. There is no reason to ever play against infested. Literally 0. They're not in any of the relevant missions, so yeah. Anyway, Gauss, perfect. I have nothing but Super Gauss. Anyway, Grendo. Grendo passive. I mean, Grendo passive is fine. It's like armor and the whole stomach passive. It's fine. It's nothing special. If anything, it's a bit annoying. The fact that when you shoot out enemies, you actually lose armor. His 1, it's the thing you use to make his kit work. You eat enemies. Nourish, it's Nourish. Funnily enough, he's one of the worst Nourish users because none of his abilities are coded as weapons. If his 4 is coded as weapon, instant S tier, but sadly it's not. And he needs enemies to be in his stomach to actually kill them, which is very sad. He's 3, the ball, and it's very mediocre if I'm completely honest, because like you have armor strip in other ways, like I guess just for movement, but that's about it. And his 4, funnily enough, has good scaling. It actually scales with enemy, which means that it actually deals good damage even at level cap, which is very nice. But yeah, it's fine. The damage of it is fine. Tech Rod does gas, yes. There is no tech, at least I cannot remember a single Tech Rod enemy that actually deals toxin. Literally the only one is if you spawn as a Toxic Eximus. That is the only one. I don't think a single Tech Rod enemy deals toxin damage. Yeah, Grando is fun. I'm not giving him bonus points for being fun, but he's fun. Yeah, sure. So Gas and Toxin can kill Gauss? No, Gas cannot kill Gauss. That is simple. Gas does not bypass shields. The literal only thing that bypasses shields is Toxin. But again, I've done so many weeklies with Gauss, I've never died. So I don't know what anyone is talking about. I like the ball. Yeah, the ball is fun, but not very useful. But here? I think he's here. He's fine. I prefer Equinox, to be honest. Yeah, the gas mod. Yeah. Bonus status in general, I think. Nah, gas is the best status in the game. I'm biased. I enjoy gas very much. Gas has very funny things you can do about it. Automatic headshots, like so many things. Gas has such a. The only sad part is that it doesn't scale off element. I mean, it scales off gas modes that technically don't exist. Only one gas mode in the whole game. But like gas is such a funny element. But yeah. Can Gauss Infinity tank Jade Light Beam? Yep, you can go to my Gauss level cap video. I literally do that. Give me a second, actually. Give me a second. I need to check something. Yes, the screen is black, I know. Now that I think about it, good thing I did that video, by the way. So here we are. We go here, we search Gauss. There is a 2-month-old video. We started. Hope this answers your question. Hope everyone is happy after this showcase. So yeah, you can tank infinitely. Everything. Chroma can do this too, by the way. Is there a point of running steel path add-ons? Nope. Can you test Gauss against Profit Taker? Why? Profit Taker, literally, you only bring Chroma to it. But yeah, that is my talk here. But yeah, do we have enough information about Gauss? Gauss completely immortal. Pretty normal and average Gauss gameplay. Yeah. Holy shit, he doesn't die. Yep. How the fuck? Yep. That was what I was going to say. So, in the description of this video, I've said it. That Patri always less than proc cages. Congratulations, you're immortal. You need to achieve this. Go watch the video, by the way. You need, you need fast deflection and Aegis. Aegis needs to proc once in a mission and it becomes completely permanent. And if you know how Aegis works, it gives you instant recharge and infinite shield gate, meaning that you are completely immortal. The only thing you need to do is keep your battery at least somewhere here. If you never cast your 4, you'll never go below it. But if you cast your 4, just keep it around here. That's it. Literally, that's it. You're completely immortal for the rest of the mission. Nothing can heal you. So yeah, Gauss is here. Anyway, let's move on. So Gyre, so Gyre is fine. I think Gyre is one quality of life fix away from being incredible. But yeah. There's a better crit frame than Gyre, plus she's heavily augmented reliant more than I don't care about. I don't care if a frame is augmented reliant. If that build with the augments is good, that means the frame is good. Like, why would I care? Like, if the frame performs good with the best build, that means that the frame is good. I don't care if it's augmented reliant. Well, best to keep your battery maxed. Just spam your one. That's it. Just spam your one. That is why we use the one. Anyway, Gyre. Gyre passive, it's critical chance on her abilities. It's unique thing. Her one, it has an augment. The augment is good. It's kind of annoying to use because you need to shoot past through her one. There's a setup hit there, but overall the augment is very and the one, I guess, it's very powerful. Her two, I generally don't like. It's the whole grouping thing. With the augment, you can toss it like a football and pull it. It deals fine damage. It's very annoying to use though. I don't like it. Her 3 is the whole gaining more critical chance and stuff like that. It has a augment that increases the overall damage of the light, not the frequency of the lightnings, and it gives it basically permanent duration, which is great. And that makes the 4 infinite too, and the 4 is area of effect damage around her that shocks enemies and stacks her passive, and yeah, damage, AoE damage. But yeah, Gyre overall, she's a good weapon buffer. She is her best build with pillage. Is very competitive at level cap. I've done a couple of level caps with her, maybe 4, if to be honest, I don't remember. But yeah, her build, she's fine at level cap. She's good overall. Her weapon buffing is good. I don't feel she has many bad things to say about her. I don't think she's S tier, but I think she's top of A for now. She's great, especially if you play her at Fissures. You can snapshot the strength and the range buff permanently and just wipe the whole map. Another thing we can use after the heal ring gets nerfed. But yeah, she's so close to being great and stack being good. I mean, I think she's better than most people give her credit for. But yeah, she's fine. She is good. I find her very entertaining to play, and I think she's good. Anyway, next we have Harrow. Harrow is kind of outdated, I think. I think he needs a Nidus level pass. His passive is I have double max shields. Great. No one cares about that one. And he spawns at full energy. Again, fine, I guess. His one is the shield gating ability. In the game where every single ability is a shield gating ability, because most abilities cost energy, and if it costs energy, that means it's a shield gating ability. Meaning that his one does literally nothing. I guess it's his enemies. Not that we care about that one. His 2 is a fire rate and lifesteal. Lifesteal on the shield frame. Not very useful, but the fire rate is nice, and the melee, it's nice. The 3 basically gives infinite energy. For him, it's not very useful, and I don't think it's very useful for your teammates, mainly because there is no frame in this game that has energy problems, meaning that that type of energy buffs are kind of pointless nowadays. And his 4 is a flat 50% crit chance buff and a 200% flat critical chance buff for headshots. It's a good buff, to be completely fair. So he has technically only 2 abilities, his 2 and his 4. Both are gun buffing. He's fine. He is fine. The biggest energy problems of all time. The reason the Timber has energy problems is not that she actually has, it's that the fact that her abilities deal no damage. If you don't use her abilities, she has no energy issues. But I think Harrow is main... to be honest, I like Harrow more than Banshee, and I like him more than Foldy. I think he's C tier, to be honest. Yeah, so. I think he's C tier. I don't see him moving up. But yeah. Low B tier. No. Low B tier for Haru. I mean, okay, to be honest, why? I see a lot of B tiers. Why? I'm not gonna lie. There may be a point there, but why? His name is just kind of high, to be honest. His name is kind of high. Haru is definitely better than Equinox. You've not leveled up with Equinox. What the hell is that? No. What no? It's a support flame, but it's better to play for all. No. Haru is great at groups. What? I mean, you don't care about his energy generation because you don't have energy problems, so. Yeah. Can be used in thermal thunder nuke. You can use him for Century onslaught, yeah. He brings way more to the table than Foley ammo. He's better than Foley, yeah. To be honest, the only point I can see is that I kind of find him better than Grendel. And Grendel is a tier above him. I don't think Grendel is C tier. So, above Grendel? That is the most useful disruption frame. That is the most nothing burger statement I've ever heard. What? Most? What? Disruption? What? Since when is disruption hard? So there's a good frame there. Like any frame can level cap disruption. Disruption is like the easiest level cap in the game. Like what? So Zopim is counting here. Yep. We're I'm ranking on the best builds. That means subsumes everything. Yeah. He's worse than 40. Yeah, for sure. He's not worse than 40. Wait. He's not worse than 40. What? His 4 is without augment, a good gate. Bleach and Nori depending on move he wants this ring doesn't good. Yeah, I can see. Okay, I can see him being better than Gandalf. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. One of the friends of all time. Ooh. My boost so high. His 4 is that good. His 4 is the best exalted weapon in the game. Let's say, yeah, it is the best exalted weapon in the game. The problem is getting there. That's why he's there. The problem is getting to the his 4. But yeah, his 4 is absolutely fantastic. If there is an augment that makes his 4 cost energy, he will skyrocket into S tier. I'm not even joking. But like the fact that his 4 costs the fucking meter is the thing that actually holds him back. That is the big problem. Because she has no abilities. She has her barrows and arc traps and literally nothing else. That is why people hate Foley. Because she is bad. She is very bad. Anyway, the woman we are talking about since the start of the list is Hildrin, the Nerf Queen. For now, we still don't have the nerfs. Yeah, we still don't have the nerfs. So, as of now, Hildrin is probably the second best frame in the game, probably. She is so disgusting. She single-handedly makes defense the best platinum farm in the game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we have a guide on the Discord. But yeah, she is the best plat farming, the frame with the best plat farming method. She is incredibly fast. She has incredibly high KPM, no line of sight, infinite ammo, infinite energy because she doesn't use energy. I cannot say anything about Hildrin. If side did not exist, Hildrin will be the best frame in the game. Yeah, but we have a confirmation that she's getting a nerf. Pablo said she's getting a nerf. Like, we know she's getting a nerf now. Before that, people were just speculating, but now we know. But yeah. Her 4 will have a line of sight check, meaning that she will have 50 times less KPM. Yeah, nothing good can be in this game, sadly. But yeah. Discord invites is invalid. We have 3 different Discord invites. The fact that people are joining means that at least one of them is active. he wasn't Echo Formation. He literally said that Hildrin and Thermal Sunder need a line of sight check. That is literally what he said. So yeah, it's basically confirmed that those two abilities are getting nerfed, sadly. But anyway, I'm not counting the nerfs. We're not talking about the nerfs. The nerfs are not in the game right now. She's great. Play her. Anyway. Next we have Hydroid. Hydroid passive basically makes every corrosive proc like 10 stacks of corrosive fully armor strip, which is very nice. His one, funnily enough, that is a funny thing. His one procs corrosive, which is great. The viral part of the on himself, that is on himself, is not that useful. The reason for that, I mean, it is useful. It is useful. There is no exclamation mark Discord. The Discord links are in the YouTube channel. Sadly, I don't have commands on Twitch. I should probably add one. But yeah, what is it? The Viral Tempest, it's fine for a very specific weapon setups, because most of the time you have a companion that will prime Viral, or your weapons will be built for Viral, meaning that you generally don't need your 1-2 proc Viral tool. But yeah, he has the option, just the augment I think is a bit overhyped. But yeah, his 1 overall is great. His 2 is great. It gives him status immunity, which generally didn't matter that much, but now he has a persistent build, and we do very much want status immunity with persistence, meaning that for that build, his 2, I mean, to be honest, he uses the 2 augment in every build, but specifically for the persistent build, it's very, very good. His 3 is a corrosive weapon buff and an armor buff. The armor buff is kind of mediocre. We don't really care about that one. But the corrosive buff is very nice, meaning that every single weapon he has gains corrosive, meaning that you can freely build for Viral without any problems. Even one more thing against the Viral Tempest augment. And his 4 is mediocre and kind of useless. It's a CC ability that potentially can be used for farming, but most of the time it just makes everything slower. But yeah. Most of the reports come from they shoot sort of matchmaking based on the meta state of nerfing things that make one on the station especially. To be honest, at this state of the game, this is a general thing I'm gonna say. At this state of the game, majority of the good frames are just weapon buffers. Like, do we want every single frame to play the same? I don't. So nerfing frames that do something different, in my opinion, very strange, and it just forces the same playstyle for every frame and makes the game boring. This is my 2 cents. But yeah, anyway, Hydroid, I have nothing but to say about Hydroid. I think he's worse than Chroma for sure. He's worse than probably Citrine. He's worse than the Gath, and around here, yeah, I like him around here. Warframe was so much stronger than Warframes. Yeah, it was not like that before, sadly. This is a not recent. It's been going for give or take 6 years now. Sadly, we've moved to the point where a lot of frames just have bad ability, not bad abilities, but why cast abilities when you can just use weapons? So a lot of frames kind of play the same, sadly. Anyway, Inarus is completely immortal, which is a good thing, I guess. His passive revives him. I generally don't like revive passives, so I would say his passive is bad, because you'll never die as Inarus, so what is the point? His 1, it's a blind. You can use it with the Obex now, which is great. Or most likely you'll use it with the 2, because you can actually use the new Obex. I'm not counting the Obex in this, but Inarus is another great one for Obex. You can use the entropy something augment for the Obex with the ground finishers with his 2, because his 2 opens them to ground finishers. But yeah, he kind of has 2 abilities that do finishers. You probably subsume over the 1 because you don't need it. Elemental Sunstorm is great. With Elemental Sunstorm, it's even better. It's a good ability, good grouping, good everything. His 3, it's status immunity. He's a persistent frame, meaning that status immunity is very good. And it gives him some armor, which is, again, nice. But yeah, in his 4, it's generally just CC and spreading corrosive. It's very mediocre, if I'm completely honest, but I mean, might as well cast it. Like, you don't lose anything from casting it. It's not the greatest thing ever, but it's fine. Now, how much do I give points to the fact that he is immortal? Because you cannot die as Inarus. How much do we value being immortal? I think he's probably C tier. Probably. Yeah, not C tier, excuse me, B tier. Probably B tier. But again, nah, he's not B tier. He's not B tier. He's C tier. Like, he's immortal, sure, but like, being immortal, it's not like the most interesting or useful thing in the world. Like, every frame is immortal if you know how to play them. We can do enough damage for us, sure, but like at that point, why don't we just play other frames that are just overall better? He's fine. He's fine. His 4 is good for our state. Funnily enough, kind of no. I mean, it applies corrosive, but it applies corrosive very slow. So, I mean, kinda. Yeah, it's got them I'm not counting those challenges, they're completely meaningless content, but yeah. Yeah, I think he's C tier. I like the other friends more than him above the other above him. The Scation of Curse of War, that's complete meme. It's such a bad build. Yeah, Ivara. If I'm completely. I was gonna say I don't know her passive, but her passive was enemy radar. Her passive is fine. Her 1 doesn't exist, basically. Her 2 is Navigator. I mean, okay, I lied. Her 1 has the whole. What was the name of the one that does the line that you can walk on? Dashwire. Dashwire. It has Dashwire. The augment for it is good. Navigator, it's kind of useless. There are like 3 or 4 setups that have that have below 80 kpm that use Navigator, but that's about it. Her 3 is the worst invisibility in the game. Might as well just swap it with 8. It might as well. It makes you, it's a drain, which is again good. It's a drain invisibility, but the problem is that it makes you incredibly slow in Warframe, which is very unfortunate. And her 4 is actually nice. Her 4 has ways to do very good damage. The problem is that again, it's kind of slow. You can go back to on the vote and see what we talked about Chroma. I'm not going to repeat what we talked about Chroma. Is her exalted the worst exalted in the game? Probably. Probably. Is it? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Her exalt is the worst in the game. I think she is overall. I'm not gonna lie, I think she's worse than Ember. And the big thing is that with Ember, she's so incredibly bad, but at least she has hit buff. If anything else, she at least has a hit buff. Ivara doesn't even have that one. Ivara is just outdone by everyone. Yeah. 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 Sadly, it's another frame that I think needs the whole. What is it? The whole treatment. The whole. Nidus treatment. Jesus, it escaped my mind. I want to even speak about Ivara. I think Rebecca spoke about the Ivara possibly getting a rework. That would be nice, yeah. That would be nice. She's one of the frames that needs a rework, yeah. I can agree on that one. Basically, the D tier frames are the ones that need a rework, full rework. The C tier ones are the ones that need a bit of touch up. And above that, they're like fine. Yeah. Okay. We all agree on Ivara. I don't need to think about it. Jade. Notoriously, I fucking hate Jade. She's not that useful, but Arcane Sculptor made her actually very good. But yeah, her passive is the whole judgment. Was it called judgment? The whole damage vulnerability thingy. I'm not talking about Ember. Ember is already in the tier. Her one marks enemies with judgment. It heals allies. The healing does not matter at all, but it marks enemies and you can expel them with the outfire of the form. That is the whole point of the one, and to proc sculpture. Her two is fine at best. The shield passive, it's fine. The strength passive, it's fine. The damage passive, it's incredibly mediocre because it's a serration type buff and it's like 5 times less than what Chroma has. So yeah, her 3 is largely useless. There are better armor strips in the game that take much less time than what she does. So most of the time it's just a free subsume sword. And her 4 is good. The damage of the 4 can be lackluster in many cases, but it's not the worst exalted in the game. And again, with Sculptor, she overall has a very nice gameplay loop nowadays. It's probably better than Jar and no fine. Jade being better than Jar? No. I mean, now that you say it, like, Sculptor fixed basically every problem I had with Jade, if I'm completely honest. Sculptor very much helped Jade a lot. The only problem I have with Jade is the fact that her 4 is not like the best. Her buffs are not the greatest. But her damage is fine. It is fine. Jade needs a nerf. I'm not gonna lie, I think she's worse than Jair. It's like, Jade chance with the no, you cannot do that anymore. That got fixed. He's probably joking. Chill, boys. No, again, I'm gonna say it. There is no frame in this game that needs a nerf. There is literally no frame in this game that needs a nerf, that needs a buff. That needs a nerf. Holy shit, I can speak. Wait, you put Gara in S now. Arcane Sculptor. Yep. Arcane Sculptor is doing very hard lifting right now, like insanely hard lifting right now. That Arcane is so broken. Hotfix for out in 1 minute. Tell me if there's something interesting in the hotfix. Anyway, Jade. Jade is good. Jade is very, very good. I will put her top of 8 here. Yeah. Okay. Korra, instant classic. I think she's better than Gara. Korra, passive, Venari, another pet. It sounds way more useful than it actually is. In reality, it's just another Tenacious Mount. Not much else. The one, it's a static, not static, it's a exalted weapon. It's the Whip Claw. It has augment that gives it 250% strength. It's a strength buff, not a base damage buff. That's why normally, we didn't build strength on her, but that kind of changed with Sculptor, because Sculptor makes her not care about energy, because her 4 proc Sculptor. Meaning that we can actually run positive strength on Korra and actually use a good buffing subsumes, which is great. Her 2 is great. It snares enemies, it CCs them, it's good for CC. Her 3 is Venari, you can edit the postures, it's completely useless, it's a free subsume slot. Swap it for Nourish, Raffle, or Roar. I will have a Korra video coming out soon. And her 4 is the loot ability. It grabs enemies, it CCs them, it shares the damage they take inside it. It procs Sculptor, meaning that it fixes her whole energy problems by just that. So yeah, Korra is absolutely fantastic. And again, Sculptor buff her insanely. If I'm completely honest, I kind of just like her more than Garuda even. No, Garuda passive is a bit too strong. But yeah, she's probably fine here. Mario with vacuum collecting sports. Yeah, fair, I guess. Yeah, you don't have a companion there, yeah. Given petition did plexi snares trigger sculptor. I don't think yeah really cares about that about sculptor that much, but I mean, fuck it, make it. I'm not gonna lie, make insane proposition right now. Make Shadow from Severgoth the Rip and Soul proc sculptor. Make just do it, just do it. It will break the game. Just do it. Yeah, yeah. Kome. Hot take. I fucking love Kome. I've always had the same or argument with Kome. It's the fact that she makes the game fun. Is she good? Yes. If you spend time with her, she's very good. She's actually the best frame in the game if you actually spend time with her. Okay, side kind of, but she does a lot of things. In terms of just weapon buffing, we don't talk about side. She's the best frame in the game. If we get the decrease, I mean. And she, again, is very entertaining. She makes the game entertaining to play, especially endless missions. She has zero problem with survivability. Her passive gives one of your weapons random status, random status added to it, which is fine. It's a good passive. Her one, with the augment, that augment is actually good. With the augment, procs every status in the game, very good. Her two is a decrease. I mean, as an ability, it's like the strongest ability in the game, strongest single ability in the game. Her 3 is just the immortality button. In case you're wondering, you have problems with survivability, just subsume over Umamori, get Aegis, and do Lazy Gate. You cannot die. It's physically impossible. So yeah, her 3 makes her completely immortal. Her 4, right now, with the augment, is completely, with the one augment coming out, her 4 became completely useless. But that doesn't matter because it's a free subsume sword. So yeah. Kome is golded. Yep, Kome is very good. Next video I think is Dante. Yep, next video is Dante. Season so Incarnate Evolution. There you go. Every single person that made a video about the Obex now needs to redo it. All I'm gonna say, my builds last forever. The builds for the other people last a day. All I'm gonna say. The other builds just last a day. So yeah. Now everyone needs to redo the Obex thing because they abused bugs. Let's go. But yeah, anyway, Kome is absolutely fantastic. Again, I have I have absolutely nothing but to say about Kome. I fucking love Kome. But yeah. Kome, where do I put Kome? Overall, for me personally, this will be a complete vibe. Like, because she just, like, if you play short missions, she's kind of shit. If you play long missions, she's like incredibly strong. So I would just place her somewhere. I think she's like probably here. Let's say here. Doesn't really matter again. It's a very subjective thing here. But yeah, Kullervo, instant classic. No one is surprised. In case you're wondering, how good is Kullervo? I cannot type Kullervo. How good is Kullervo? Kullervo is the best melee weapon buffer in the game, and he's completely immortal. You remember when I showed you what Gauss can do? Wait, do I not do it this video? Wait, fuck. Wait, I don't do it in the video? Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, damn. Anyway, Kullervo can do the same thing. I didn't add it to the video? Why? Wait, really? Is that the last Kullervo? Am I gaslighting myself? What is happening here? I thought I put the Kullervo clip. Did I? I probably uploaded the wrong video, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway. Whoops. But yeah, Kullervo is completely immortal. He cannot die. That is physically impossible for him to die. I think it's the beginning of the video. I'm at the 0 second. I'm pretty sure I'm fucking idiot and uploaded the wrong video. I'm pretty sure that was happened. Because this is the build. Yeah, I just uploaded the wrong video. Well, I realized that 5 months later. Well, anyway, he's completely immortal. Does the same thing as Gauss. Yeah, he's the best melee weapon buffer in the game. Enough said. His one gives him flat crit damage, his passive gives him heavy attack efficiency and heavy attack windup speed. His 2 makes him completely immortal with the augment and persistence. His 3 links enemies and they share everyone's damage. And his 4 is kind of useless. But yeah. I got the handheld debuff, yep. I just realized I uploaded the wrong video. Anyway. Nah, I'm not 40. His 4 is 3 subsume soul, but it's good for combo. True, yeah, true. If you like the 4, you can use it. I mean, it's not a bad ability, but like overall, he doesn't really need it. Anyway, Lavos. He has grown on me, I'm not gonna lie. Lavos has a lot of things going for him. He cannot really do the side thing because his force procs are not the same. It's not elemental ammo, it's not like Sarin, it's not like that. He just guarantees a status proc. He doesn't have force procs the same way. But he has a lot of interactions. You can do funny things, like Influence Magister is the one of the funny things. Yeah. I just did the Sanchez. I managed to kill enemies through thin walls to anything. Yeah. They changed Citizen Aura. Oh, that's good. Okay. That is good. Citizen Aura got an update. Okay, so the line of sight checks became soft. Nice. The damage of the ability is still garbage though, which is unfortunate, but nice. Anyway. So yeah, Lavos has a lot of interesting things he can do. He's a great melee weapon buffer. He's a great general buffer, to be honest. Where do I put Lavos? Mr. Lavos. I think Mr. Lavos is here. Yeah, I think he's here. Any pure cards or Lavos chat? I'm not a fan of his pure caster gameplay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Anyway, Limbo, anyway, Loki, whoop. Anyway, Mark, whoop. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, Limbo, what do I need to say? He's the only frame that negatively impacts the KPM of your team. So yeah. Oran Sirius is better than Sirius Oran. Nope. Oh. Sirius is the better mainframe. As a merchant 8 years. Don't know how I've been great. Absolutely fantastic. His pure gameplay, yeah, exactly. Anyway, so Limbo, negative KPM because if you banish enemies, it's very hard to see. And if your teammates leave the realm, they need to find a way to re-enter it, either you or they get into Cataclysm. It's very tedious. There is no bonuses in you playing Limbo for your team, only negatives. His weapon damage buff that he gives with his 3 is universal. Technically, it's the biggest universal weapon damage buff in the game. That doesn't really matter though, because again, who is the 6th S tier frame? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Garudo. But yeah. So many new enemies ignore the rift exams reward delay. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Loki on the other hand, Loki is actually better. I was joking. Loki is probably here. Loki is invisible, yes. His damage decoy augment is kind of useless. His 3 is fine. With the augment, you can protect the allies and stuff like that. His 4 is completely useless. Generally, he's just the invisible frame, meaning that he's infinitely tanky, which I mean, it counts for something. And he can use the invisible augments, arcanes and molds, so Spectral Serration, Crepuscular and stuff like that, which do buff his damage a lot. I'm not pretending they don't. But the problem is that he's just invisible. He is just invisible. Give him a good gun, he will do the level cap without problem. Is he the most entertaining gameplay? Nope. So yeah. Damage decoy, the only problem is that if you rat proc anyone, which you will do, I mean, damage decoy rat procs anyone, they are not shooting at damage decoy anymore. So yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose of it. Anyway, mag. I'm notoriously a mag hater. That has not changed. I've actually done funnily enough, I've done a mag level cap. Now that I think about it, wait, was mag my last level cap I've done? I think so. Anyway, I was gaslit into thinking that mag is better than what I gave her credit for. She's not. Her passive, it's useless. Literally, it gets disabled by vacuum. Her one has some interesting things you can do, but most of them are kind of mediocre because you cannot affect overguarded enemies with it. Other than that, it's a good grouping ability, but again, you cannot affect overguarded enemies. So yeah. The real hate is mess. But her 2 has potential with bad execution. You can do a lot of damage with mag. The problem with doing a lot of damage with mag is that other frames do the same damage. Excuse me. Other frames do more damage without needing to do anything, without doing any setup, without doing anything. So yeah, her 2, it has potential, but why bother is basically. Her 3, the augment is not bad. Overall, the ability is kind of mid. It just, yeah. Her 4 is glorified armor strip and shield regen. That's about it. That is what it does. With the augment, you can armor strip with it. That's it. So in reality, she is a setup weapon, setup enemy debuffer. Potentially, she can make weapons nuke with her 2. And she shield regens, which does make your team survive more, which is fine. But it's just a glorified armor strip. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, fucking Rendo is better than her. Like, bottom B tier, like, don't think... I've never hated Mesa. I got gaslighted. I don't hate Mesa. I don't know where we got the hate from Mesa from. I don't hate Mesa. Yeah, I don't hate Mesa. Anyway, Mesa. Fuck, I didn't see she was actually the next one. Anyway, Mesa. She has one ability. Her passive, it's fire rate. It's fine. It's like it has the same problem as someone like Excalibur, sadly. Her one, okay, let's do a bit of cleanup. Like, let's fix a bit of things. How can we fix Mesa 1? Very easily. You make it a channel. You click it, and every time you stack the damage, it automatically shoots out, and it repeats every time you do that. Meaning that you don't need to recast it. Done. I fixed her 1. Her 1 is now good. 2. Her 2. That one I cannot say. It's kind of mediocre. If you use positive range with the augment, the one that blinds, I forgot the name of it. It's actually great at level cap. I have a video about that one. It's very easy to play with that. Her 3 is completely useless. She has infinite overguard and she has shields. Damage reduction does nothing on her. No point to ever use it. Might as well subsume over it. It does not matter. Her 4 is the ability she has. Again, suffering from the whole exalted weapons have very bad stats. Peacemakers do the same. They have absolutely abysmal stats, sadly. Luckily, they have infinite ammo, I guess. You put Fortifier on them, and you're completely immortal. You stack crit chance shards, and you do damage. That's about it. She's very easy to play. She's very simple to play. She is very low APM, which is great. So yeah. Again, she's just one better man. You want to make Nourish channel? No. I'm talking about her 1. What was the name of her 1? The one that stacks damage and shoots out. That one. The mess is too expensive to build for what she does. Every frame for me is the same price, so that is not a factor for me. Every frame, I guess, is expensive for me. I mean, if expensive frame makes... if high investment makes the frame good, then nice. Ballistic battery, that one, yeah. Ballistic battery. Basically, the change I want is that it's a count ability, and when you press it once, it automatically, when you shoot, it stacks the damage and it shoots out the damage, and it does not turn off until you turn it off, meaning that you don't need to recast it every time. This is my biggest problem with ballistic battery. Ballistic bullseye is great. The only thing the ballistic bullseye is great is for clickbait TikTok videos about damage cap numbers on level cap demolishers, and that's about it. And it took like a full minute to set up. That is the only thing ballistic bullseye is great about. It's clickbait TikTok videos. So yeah, Mesa is good. Mesa is good. Mesa, I don't think she's S tier, but I do like her more than Jade. I do like her more than Jade. So I think she's top of 8 tier. I don't think she's S tier. She's kind of, yeah. There are a lot of things I would like for her to do that she does not do. Sadly, her 4 is very weak. You need a lot of things to make it kind of good. I would like, my dream augment for her is for her 4 to gain the old pre-rework Mesa, in case people did not know. Old had Nobu here. Before, Mesa did not have the whole reticle thing. She just shot at everyone at 360 degrees. You just hold the button. That's what old Mesa 4 did. I want an augment like that one. Make Mesa just shoot at 360 degrees. And make it so the longer you spend in the 4, the more crit chance and crit damage you gain. Done. I fixed Mesa. That is the dream augment. Just plop and you became a turret. And you gain damage with time. But yeah, sadly that augment does not exist. Anyway, Mirage is an instant classic. What can I say? Mirage, she's better than Dante. In many ways, she's better than Kullervo. But she's not better than Kildren. In many ways, she's better than Kullervo, yeah. Anyway, do I need to explain her? I guess I do. Passive, more faster parkour, like faster movement, which is nice for movement. Her 1 spawns 4 clones. 2 of them can shoot at the same time. The 4 of them can swing the melee, meaning that, yeah, you can shoot 5 contagious bond projectiles. Not contagious bond, contagious Zoo projectiles, excuse me. Her 2 is completely useless. It's good for Century Assault leveling, but that's about it. Her 3 is a final weapon damage buff, meaning that the number you see, that is final, that's like multiplicative with everything else, which is great. And it's multiplicative with glaives and with contagious zone, meaning that it does the same funny things with Chroma. She's one of the easiest frames to damage cap with. And her 4, now it's Sculptor, has a very nice nuke build, which you can just run around and let the Prism Guard do the damage, which is good. But yeah, she is great. She is a steal. I don't understand what you ask. Sorry. Anyway, next we have Necros. Necros, kind of a sad story, I'm not gonna lie. Necros passive is completely useless. He heals, I think, 5 HP. No. Yeah, he heals 5 HP when someone in the 10 meters radius of him dies or something like that. Something ridiculously low. Like, what? His 1. There is a meme build with his 1. With Smite. It's for level cap, to be honest. It's nothing else. Overall, his 1 is meh. His 2 is Terrify, one of the best armor strips in the game, which is nice. His 3 is the loot ability. If you want to farm mutagen samples for the Hemo, he's your guy, or Koro, I guess. And his 4 is weak, very, very weak on base SP, the base steel path. But on level cap, it's actually good. The shadows scale very well, especially if you use Terrify to armor strip the enemies. They actually do very, very good damage. But yeah. Overall, Necros is fine. You use him a lot. Like, depending on how far you're in the game, you lose him either a lot or not at all. He is fine. He's like maybe here. I would say here. Arrow. Sub. The problem with the loot part is that kind of nothing that matters can be affected by the bonus loot. Like you cannot gain orb steel essence, you cannot gain the things that matter. So yeah, sadly. But I mean, you can give him a gun and nourish, and he will do the job. Like, Necrus isn't good. At level cap, he's fine. At base SP, he's just give him the OK core, I guess. But yeah. He's fine. He has a good armor strip. There are builds with him. I need to make a updated video. Fuck. CTR frame. Nah, he's B. He's B. He has better scaling than most of them. To be honest, I think he's worse than this. Is he worse than Bag? Probably, actually. He's probably bottom B. Yeah, he's probably bottom B. Necrus is not bad, stop coping. Necrus is not bad. He's kind of mediocre, that's about it. But he's not bad. Neja, I'm not a fan. Passive is the more like sliding distance and speed. It's fine for movement. A lot of people hate it though. I think it's fine. His one is the leaving the fire behind him. It's incredibly mediocre. You probably subsume it for pyrotechnics. And his 2, damage vulnerability, the chakram drops health and energy orbs, which is nice. His 3 is for some reason, a DR with health. Okay. Just give him overguard at that point. Like, what are we doing here? And his 4, that is the thing you use Neja for. You use the 4 augment, the one that expedites sufferings the enemies. You use the 4, then pyrotechnics to stack like 600 hit procs, and you nuke enemies with like millions of hit damage. He is the Ember we never got, and probably will never do. Neja is fine. He's completely useless against overguarded enemies, which is, I mean, it's for sure a thing we see with a lot of frames. I think he's like high B. High B. High B. Okay, no, actually, but he's the perfect low A. He's the perfect low A. He is the perfect low A. I think he's actually better than Caliban. Maybe even with Atlas. Yeah, okay, a bit better. I think here. Think here is his. No, I like Atlas more like him. Oh my god. I think it's perfect here. If you're quick, you can use them against overguarded. Yes. I run like, what is it, 20% duration or stuff like that. You can, sure. Damage doesn't scale that well though. Nidus didn't need a rework. He kind of did. Nidus actually, yeah. His passive, when you if you're above 15 stacks, if you die, you don't die. You become immortal when you regain 50% of your HP. It's actually very good. His one, the damage of it is good now. Surprisingly, it's good. The augment for it is fantastic. Larva it's good. Surprisingly, the augment for it is fantastic. Again, surprisingly. Link was always good. Link is even better now. It makes him the frame with the highest strength in the game, which is absolutely fantastic. And his 4 is still kind of mediocre, and I don't like the stationary gameplay, so you can just subsume over roar and gain like 300% roar for your whole team, which is very good. But yeah, he is borderline immortal. He is a very good team buffer and the best buffer in the game for a single person if you link with them. And yeah, and your team will love you if you give him if you give them 300% roar. Everyone will love you if you give them 300% roar. But yeah, I think he is bottom S tier, but I think deserves it. He's like incredible. What happened with him is like insane. Yeah. I kind of don't have anything but to say about him. 200% critical chance on your primaries and 300% roar is a very good thing. Very, very good thing. So yeah. He's the best strength buffer in the game. He's the best roar buffer in many ways. So yeah. Noko. Noko the new augment is kind of mid. Very mid actually. Nidus low Sinarus. What a glow up, yeah, what a glow up. What a glow up. How things can change with simple number changes and little functional changes. How many things can change. Anyway, Noku, passive, you're immortal. Congratulations. If you have a mushroom, you always have a mushroom, by the way. You're immortal. Congratulations. Your one, it's kind of mid. It blinds enemies and gives them viral. It's fine. It's not the best ability in the game. It's fine. His two is the, well, in this case, the second best strength buff in the game, right after Nidus. And he, yeah, it's for your whole team. It regenerates energy. As a subsume, especially now with Sculptor in the game, it lost a lot of its, like, as a subsume, like, its power, because people just don't care about energy anymore. I mean, they never did it, to be honest. His 3, largely useless. There is no point in using it. And his 4 has very good damage. So yeah. I think Noku for now is top of A tier, and he'll probably stay there. I think Noku deserves top of A tier. I think he's one augment shy of S tier. I dislike how spammy he is. I would like for him to get in a augment for something like his 4 that will make like one shroom, twice the size, and make it maybe a drain. That way we have a synergy with the energy regeneration, and that way we will not need to recast it every 5 seconds or stuff like that. But yeah. But yeah. He's fine. He is fine. I don't think he's S tier. I don't think. With what I'm seeing at S tier, I don't think he's S tier. No cool to help the friends. No, because S tier have infinite scaling damage. Well, he technically does not have infinite scaling damage. He has no scaling damage, actually. He has high damage, but no scaling damage. Gara can nuke. Gara ignores line of sight and can nuke like 60 meters maps with 2 button presses. Like, I'm sorry that I'm the Gara hater here and I'm defending Gara. Like, but Gara is not bad. Gara is very, very, very good, especially now with Sculptor. Immortal, every frame is immortal. Infinite damage, he doesn't have infinite damage. He has high damage again. Infinite team energy, no one has had energy problems in the past 15 years. Blinds and viral primes, that is completely irrelevant. Like, what? Like, viral, every single weapon in the game is built with viral. Like, we don't have any shortage of viral. So that is none of these things. Like, we don't care about any of those things. Gara is good, but not better than Noku. You've not played Gara. You've not played Gara. I'm the Gara hater here, by the way. I'm the Gara hater. It's planned for level cap. Now we are actually using the correct terms. Yes, I've never said his damage is bad. It's not infinite. Infinite means it scales by any metrics that is either with level, health, or stuff like that. That is infinite. Because it does not have damage ceiling. Noku has a damage ceiling that he can hit. Yeah. Anyway, he's top 8 here. Anyway, yes, Nova. Nova is broken. Surprising no one. Nova passive gives you energy when they're slow and energy when they're fast, sped up, which is all the time. Her one is coded as weapon, meaning that it benefits from universal weapon damage modifiers. It's great. With the augment, it primes heat, armor strips in that way. So again, fantastic. Her 2 is completely useless. You should never use it. There is no builds in it with it. It deals bad the damage of it is bad. Everything about it is bad. So you should never use it. Her 3 was bad. Now it's actually good because it procs Sculpture, meaning that Nova can actually dump efficiency all the way, which is absolutely great. So yeah, and her 4 just says like hits them with the prime debuff, which just makes everyone deal double damage to every enemy, which is great. And the best thing about it is that the explosion that when you kill someone makes, it's actually coded as the weapon you kill the enemy with, meaning it taxes a lot of passives and stuff like that from weapons. You can go watch Kelly crash their PC with with trillions of damage with Nova. So yeah, Nova has absolute infinite potential on what she can do. And yeah, and she becomes stronger and stronger with every single patch, and this will forever happen as long as we are getting weapons and arcanes and stuff like that. So yeah, Nova has limitless potential, limitless everything. I have absolutely nothing to but say about Nova. I think Nova overall right now is better than Hildrin overall. But for most people, Hildrin is better. But for most people, Hildrin is better. If Sight was not the strongest thing in the game and Hildrin loses her line of sight, Nova will probably be the strongest frame in the game, yes. Nova built after this. Tomorrow is Dante. Probably this week, but I'm not promising anything. Nook is not on Ola? Nope. They are not in the same universe. No, Nova's 4 used to have damage vulnerability. Nova 4 makes you do double damage to enemies. That is what the ability does. Like, baseline. That is baseline. What the fuck am I reading? The fix the FK exploit makes switching is enough. So, what the FK exploit? Hounds are vulnerable now? It mixed? Did they fix it? When? Does I have KPM to be S tier? Yeah, it's not the KPM tier list. Okay. Like, there are in S tier there are a lot of frames that don't have the best KPM in the game. Like Dante KPM is nothing special. Gauss KPM is nothing special. Fucking Kulevo KPM is nothing special. But, like, it's not a KPM tier list. So yeah. Assimilate. What simulate? What about simulate? What happened? Did I miss something? Did they fix something with the... Like, what? I played Nyx like yesterday. What happened? I don't know. Comer really got better. Yeah, the augment is actually good. The augment is very good. It's by far the best one out of the ones we got. Yeah. It's never so boring, man. It doesn't matter if it's boring, it's good. Anyway, yeah. Nyx passive 200% crit chance. It will always be up. It's on radiation procs. She basically will always have it up and maxed. Her one is kind of meh. It's kind of dumb, if anything else. It's kind of mediocre. Her 2, full armor strip, has great uptime. It chains when you kill someone, it flies to some other enemy. Her 3, it's fine. You don't really need it. It's fine for CC, but you have her 4, makes her completely immortal. And, I mean, she's immortal, She has armor strip. Yeah, I mean, she's Revenant, sometimes slow. That is what Nyx is. She's Revenant, but sometimes slow. No, the for sure they've not fixed any of the hound things. So with she can protect hounds and hounds can do infinite damage. So need to know build this up. We'll do. So Nyx is lazy tank. She does the job. She does the job very well. She's like the easiest level cap you can ever do. I think she's like here. Yeah, somewhere here. Bro, what the fuck? Why are you talking about Turkish people? What the fuck? Okay, anyway. So, Oberon is, I always use the Dr. Manhattan meme, the one that he just points at someone and they evaporate. That's basically Oberon. His passive is, it's 3 hits of complete immortality for your whole team, and because he's Oberon, they regenerate with Health Orbs and Universal Orbs, and he procs radiation everywhere, meaning that Universal Orbs will always be everywhere. So, yeah, his one deals infinite damage. Can one tap level cap enemies like that. His two, it's fine for CC. Some people think Turkish because what? Okay. Anyway, I don't care. So his one infinite damage scaling. He just points in someone, that person dies. Level cap is easy with time frame. Yep, true. His two, it's good for CC, but that's about it. His three, I mean, he has shield, he has immortality with his passive. Healing and armor is not ever going to be necessary with him. There is a funny build with Chroma because it's multiplicative buff. The armor buff from Oberon is multiplicative. You can play him and Chroma and give like 90,000 armor to the whole team. It's funny, not very practical, but it's funny. His 4, the damage of it is kind of mediocre. It's a armor strip again. He has 2 armor strips in his kit. Overall, his 4 is just not that great still. So overall, he's just I'm immortal, and when I point at you, you die. That is what Oberon is. That is what Oberon is. It's literally I point at the enemy, they die, and I am completely immortal the whole time. It's not bad. He's like again one of the easiest level caps in the game. Other than that, he's kind of mediocre. Well, his KPM is meh. But I mean, he is nice. He's like Ash, but fast Ash. he's just fast Ash. I think he's like better than most of these. Maybe here. I think maybe here. What it also might do, kind of the same. Here's the big thing, by the way. Oberon, like his one already did one like infinite damage. Before his one, you point an enemy, it shoots out these projectiles that do percent health damage. Right now, that ability just deals 100% of the enemy's damage, meaning that you just one-shot everyone. Before, you just needed to proc Zatas, the bubble, on the enemies and press it. You needed some ability damage, but like just press it, and the projectiles that it shoot out, like they hit the enemy that they shoot out from and deal 100% of the enemy's health again. So he already did that. You just don't care about a weapon. You don't, and those things. Like now it's just easier to do that. But the infinite damage was always something that he can do. Yeah, Octavia. Passive is very, 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 very bad energy regeneration. Mallet technically has infinite damage scaling. I mean, not technically, it does have infinite damage scaling. The problem is that it's the worst one. It's the enemy damage one. Always the worst one. It's mediocre, to be completely honest. Most of the time, you just shoot the gun at level cap and they die. Like, Mallet, just, I mean, it's just slow. It's just slow. The 2, it's fine. I've died because of it more times than it's been useful. It's not bad. It turns off enemy AI. Which is nice to see, but that's about it. Her 3, it's mood shot buff, it's a invisibility. it's parkour velocity. It's a lot of things. And yes, smooth shot is great, and yes, invisibility is great. But like, I mean, there has never been like, in terms of her being a support, there's never been a team comp that you can say like, oh, we need Octavia. Octavia is needed here. Like, she does so much. Like, yeah, she makes you invisible. Yippee. Every frame is immortal anyway. Eh. So yeah, it's fine. Like, overall, it's fine. Her 4, it's just the iteration type buff. Again, it's lower than Chroma. So yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, it's fine. Yeah. I guess here. I guess here. She's 8 here. Into a broken village on her too. I don't like her. It's boring. Which is just not that great. Her KPM is very mediocre. Bubble is not nothing else. People get that out of your mind. No, he's not. I mean, he's nerfing Thermal Thunder, but yeah. I guess in a way, yes, that is nerfing Gauss. Thermal Thunder is getting a nerf. So yeah. Maybe people want nerf from Gauss. He's just... No, I don't know. They're just nerfing line of sight abilities. They're nerfing Hildrin and Gauss, Thermal Thunder. They're adding line of sight to them. That's about it. And the Warframe Discord is like, what? What are we talking about? Yeah, anyway, Voraxia. Voraxia, I'm not a big fan of Voraxia, I'm not gonna lie. So her passive, you become invisible on, like, when you aim, not aim glide, like, when you, what was the name of it? Wall latch, holy shit, I cannot think. So yeah, wall latch. When you wall latch, you become invisible. It is fine. She doesn't need the invisibility, but it's fine. Her one, it's again fine. It executes enemies, it gives her energy, not that she needs it, and health and energy, I guess. It procs, what is the name? The Pardon mods, which is a useful thing. Her 2 is damage, vulnerability, and CC. Again, fine. Her 3 spawns the spiders. The spiders now scale with enemy level, which is nice. They're still very useless, but they scale with enemy level. And her 4 is the reason you play her. It gives her elemental ammo, toxin elemental ammo, and gives her a lot of HP. If you play Fishers and you proc the corrupted buff and you just press 4, you'll be completely immortal for the whole mission. And very lazy. Because yeah, you have like 20,000 HP and you'll never be able to die, which is great. Yeah, the main problem with her is that she gains elemental ammo, which is a good thing, but Toxin overall, it's the worst damage over time effect, is Toxin. And on top of that, elemental ammo means she cannot use melee, I guess in this case, in her 4 she cannot use melee anyway, but she cannot use Incarnance, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, you can just bring the Oki core at level cap, much like Stalin. You can. She's fine at that. At that point, she's just starting with extra steps. She's fine. She's probably, I don't know, somewhere here, 8 here, something like that. No sense Mojo fashion. Hey, thank you. Ghost is not given and his business they started he's not perfect. He literally said that those abilities need to have line of sight. Like, go read the tweet. He said those abilities need to have line of sight checks with Hildrin and something like that. That is overrated. Best and the Warframe Discord says let's debate. I'm not fucking debating on some random ass Discord, but if you want to say something, if you have points, just place them here. Fear of making starting to made to use someone instead of just putting on the weapon. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if they just gave her Toxic Lash, like at that point, we just made Siren 2, like literal Siren 2. So yeah. Protea. Funnily enough, Protea got a buff with Sculptor. Yeah, it's actually very good on her. So yeah, her passive, it's the 100% bonus strength. It's fine if you can time it. If you want to time it, it's good. Her one makes her basically immortal. Very easy actually, because of the shield gate. It extends the shield gate at that point. Her two is the blazing artillery. It technically has infinite scaling. The problem is that the duration always will be low. But yeah, but in theory it has infinite scaling. Her three kind of not needed anymore. Dispensary, it's fine. But the problem is that Sculptor exists, so we probably just assume over it. Guy wants keyboard fight. Oh yeah, my favorite. And her 4 is bad, but it has two augments that are incredible that need her 4 sadly. So yeah, her best build is Roar on her 3, the 2 augments for the armor strip on blazing artillery, and the fact and locking artillery to yourself. That way you just become automatic Zaku, I guess, even more automatic Zaku, because yeah, you gain even the armor strip with that, and just run around and kill everyone. So yeah, it's a very, very good thing. Her 4 is fun, top 10 or 6. I never said that her 4 is fun. Her 4 is absolutely abysmal, but you need it for the 2 of the best augments. So yeah. Her 4 is absolute ass, but you need it for the augments. And those augments are absolutely insane. Yeah, I would like to like at least double her for duration. I would like that, yeah. I mean, I don't know. She's great. Don't get me wrong, she's great. Probably bottom S tier, to be honest. Maybe better than Midas, but yeah, she's good. She's good. C tier, that's the bullet kill. Put a B tier, holy shit. And for duration shirts against, yeah, it needs a bit. It needs to be a bit longer duration. In what world Protea is better than Noku? Armor strip. Uh, low. Everything actually. Uh, wait. In what world is she not? What? I mean, Noku is not bad. Like, I've never said Noku is bad. Noku is A tier. What are we talking about? I don't think she's better than Idas. Debatable, yeah, debatable. I can see it either way. Debatable. Her 4 is for survivability. You never ever die with her. What survivability? With this no. No. I'm counting them at their best builds. Like that means no side 4. It's Norwich there. Come is a little too smooth. Side sniper is so bad. It's a bit if I already have shield gate. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, every frame is immortal. I don't give less of a fuck about anyone in this community. I don't know what to tell you. I don't watch any content creators and I don't care about anyone else. What debate? What? What are we even talking about? Uh, did I say I won the debate? Because I don't remember saying that. I can't care less about others' opinions. Like, cannot care less. Anyway, Corvex. Corvex passive, sadly not for the frame. Like, sadly his passive is 3 meters punch through, which is nice. The problem is that he has literally no weapon buffs. So, kind of irrelevant. His one, Shrink Appear, it's fine with the whole, what is it? The whole 4 augment, which is nice. And his 2, kind of irrelevant. His 3 is just status immunity on the frame that becomes completely invulnerable, by the way. And his 4, you use the augment. You spend the whole time invulnerable. You just shoot at guys. Scaling is meh. Performance is whatever. Sadly, radiation is just fucking garbage. Like, radiation is so incredibly bad. Like, if radiation, I'm not joking by the way, if radiation did nothing, literally nothing, Corvex will be 10 times better. If did nothing, like did not have any effects, Corvex will be 10 times better. Sadly, radiation literally nerfs him. Okay, but like, you're fucking, I don't know what to tell you, but like, brother, just fucking go away. Like, no one cares about your debates. No one cares about anything you say. Just go away. Like, what are we doing here? Just fucking go away. No one cares about your opinion. Like, you sure about other place? Yeah, I just fucking ban him. Like, bro just came here wanting to start a fight. Like, literally no one is arguing with anything here. We're just for funning a tier list. Like, chill a bit. Take a breather. Anyway, yeah, Corvex. I mean, Corvex fine. Sadly, KPM is... I want it to be better. Damage can be better. Overall, I think he's like... Here, probably. I like him more than Minarus. So, yeah. Who are we talking about? Corvex. Yeah, just begging for attention. It's kind of cringe. Kinda cringe. Yo, thank you for the gold. Yes, sup. I'm saying that isn't the best frame, doesn't know ball. Bro, if you don't, like, you've not played Sight if you don't think he's the best Warframe in the game. It's not even close. Ecuador, yo! Hi, hello from Bulgaria. It's a small country on the Balkans. Anyway, Revenant, oh boy. So Revenant is fine. Funnily enough, Revenant has 4 good abilities. Many people don't know because many people don't use Revenant's abilities. His passive is garbage. That doesn't really matter though. His one, when you target enemies with his one, they become incredibly susceptible to damage. It's like the biggest damage vulnerability in the game is when you point his one at the enemy. So if you just want to do damage to specific enemy, just press his one, and they will take like 50 times more damage. It's very good. His 2, it's the immortal button. We all know it. His 3 technically deals infinite damage. There is a build for that. It's very slow though. He does infinite damage, but it's kind of slow. His 4, yet again, it deals infinite damage. The potential damage you would have taken is added to the damage of the 4 on Revenant. Meaning that he basically has the same scaling as Octavia. It's the enemy damage scaling, which is the worst way, to be completely honest. It's the worst way. Yeah. Yeah, I don't watch football, but yeah. Ja, North Greece, nee, maar hey, Greece. Damn, site is that good? Yeah, site is that good. So anyway, yeah, actually, funnily enough, Revenant has 4 good abilities. But yeah, Revenant in fact has 4 good abilities. There are no dealing with effects. Yeah, that is the only sad thing about his 4 is that it doesn't actually proc states effects. It automatically deals the damage that the enemies are weak to, which is nice, but it doesn't actually deal the stats effects, which is very unfortunate. If he gets a augment with that, It'd be very, very nice. Virtue of Warframe being invincible. No. Yeah, basically, perfectly said, by the way. Yeah, perfectly said. Fucking barulho scatterzinho. Yeah. Bro just spoke fact. Anyway. Last time I remember they were below. No, I think I placed Protea base tier basically every time I did a tier list. Try to get nerfs on. No. No point in. There is literally no point inside getting a nerf. Literally no point. Side doesn't need movement. Oh, I mean, you can if you like AoE weapons. He does very like to. He likes to move a lot. With Sobek, it's most optimal to not move because that way you have the best KPM. If you just sit in one room, you always have the best KPM that way. But like if you use AoE weapons with sight, you want to move. So yeah. I will forever kill Limbo in public. I will leave the mission. No, never mind. What do you mean? I'm always the host. Nice protest here. Automatic turret. Armor strip. I have a level cap video. Like, do I need to explain myself? She's very easy to play. She's very easy. Like, her immortality is very easy. Arcane Sculptor exists now. She has no problems with anything. You just equip Roar on her tree and she kills everything. Automatically. In 360 degrees. What is the Goons tier list? Jesus fucking Christ. Why did I check Twitch chat? Why did I check Twitch chat? Gara Globe is crazy. Yeah, Arcane Sculptor is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Arcane Sculptor is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Oh, yeah. But yeah, anyway, we're talking about Revenant, by the way. How much time? 3 hours, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so Revenant is either the highest base or the lowest base. Probably the lowest base, to be honest. Ranu is the GOAT. Ranu is the GOAT. Do I need to explain myself? Okay, in this case, passive useless, one useless. I mean, it's not useless, but like, they're better. There is a meme build there, but like, Her two, his two, infinite scaling, like, okay, it is infinite scaling. It's enemy weapon, enemy damage scaling, overguard. Just sit below a jet light, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And you become completely immortal. His 3 is Roar. It's the best weapon buff in the game. And his 4 is, if you play high range, like I did with the video, you will never see enemies on the map. Because his 4 does not have line of sight, meaning that you just press it and the whole map becomes peaceful. Because everyone is stunned and no one is shooting at you. So yeah, Rhino is the GOAT. He is better than large majority of frames here. Maybe here. Maybe even here, if I'm completely honest. Messi is a rank with Norsh. Messi is a rank with Norsh. Does anyone guys convert them to millions of gold? You don't need to do that. There is a lot of loops and hoops you need to go to just get less. But yeah, you can get infinitely more overguard by just sitting below a Jade light. And you don't even need to do that. Like, he CCs the whole map. You will never take damage with Rhino. Jared's kind of low on tier list? No. She's 18. Yeah, Rhino has the strongest roar. Speed's only variable, she is faster than Gauss. The moment on dashboard. There's a big lot of cope. As made to the, yeah, Ember tiers are the truth. Yep. Anyway, Sarin, wow, a couple of S in a row, crazy stuff. Anyway, Sarin, we all know what Sarin does. Oh, excuse me. Sarin is here. Sarin is great. Sarin will make every weapon in the game kill level cap without any problems. Sarin is absolutely fantastic. There is absolutely no debating here. Sarin is absolutely fantastic. Look, you going up a chair day by day. Nah. So top 3, don't need to explain, just move on. Yep. 4 stocks in procs. This is the fact here. Like, Sarin passive is mediocre. Like, status duration, it's whatever. Her 1 is very bad nowadays. Her 2 is just for the show gate in the move speed. Her 3 is the weapon buff. Her 4 is completely useless again. So, Sarin technically has only one ability. that ability force procs the worst damage over time effect in the game, in this case Toxin. I mean, I'm not talking about stuff that buff it, like I'm not talking shards and stuff like that. I'm just talking if we compare heat and electric to Toxin, Toxin is the worst one. So, she force procs the worst element in the game in terms of damage, and she's still this incredibly strong, just because of how incredibly strong force procs are. Like, yeah. Anyway, Sevagold, infinite scaling nuke, permanently invisible because he's a caster. Yeah, very, very easy to play. I don't know, maybe top of 8 tier? Like, both his base steel path and his level cap are, they literally have no difference because he just kills everyone, because he deals 100% of the enemy's health. So yeah, infinite damage. To be honest, I can just put him in S tier. Yeah, I can. Bottom F tier. He's just, yeah. If you play level cap, you'll never realize what level the enemies are because he just one-shots everything. So yeah. I'm okay with him being in S tier. He's just that great. The only problem, funnily enough, is with him, at least the problem I have, is his passive. Because it's a death sentence. Fucking remove his passive. Give me what is the Unairu last grasp thingy. Give me that. Remove his passive for fuck's sake. Like, passive is so incredibly bad. Yeah, his passive is fucking abysmal. That is the only thing I hate about it. And Gloom, but like we just don't talk about Gloom. Anyway, the new ones. Passive is basically you have 45% bonus efficiency. That is the passive. You always alternate, so you always have the passive. Both of their ones are mediocre. One of them is armor strip, the other one is heat. With both of their tools are mediocre. One of them is the clones the clones are basically automatic mold from Sarin. It's basically that. It's just on duration and not on cast. The other one is the heat lights that deal basically 0 damage. The 3 of Sirius is the healing zone that revives you. It's completely mortal. It's completely shit. It's completely unusable is the word I was searching for, because it gives 75% DR, which first of all DR kick W. Second of all, both of them don't have good HP stats and armor stats, so healing is meaningless. If you die with them, you're playing them wrong. I mean, if you die with any friend, you're playing them wrong. But yeah, and the other one, the black hole, deals literally no damage. So yeah, and the 4 overall is just, I'm not gonna lie, if they remove the line of sight, they will be better, but they will still not be that great, because the damage of the 4 is just mid. It's just mid. So yeah, overall, I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed, if anything else. Funnily enough, everyone is talking about Equinox. Equinox is 100 times better than Sirius and Orion. I think they are here. I think they're here. I think this is fair. Anyways, Stanax. Stanax passive gives him critical chance based on how much shields he has. It's mid at best. It's mediocre at best. His one has an augment with the grouping, not very useful though. You just subsume it with Nourish, because his 4 is called as weapon. His 2 is a armor strip. With the augment, it gives critical damage. It's very, very potent at level cap. The 2 with the augment, it's incredibly potent. The 3 is as long as you kill, you cannot die, because every time you kill anyone, you gain shields, and that's automatic shield gate. On top of that, it gives you energy to the whole team. With my build, I don't know what builds, but with my build, it's kind of a challenge to even use up your own energy. And his 4 is kind of mid. The slash nerfs did hit it hard. It's corded as weapon. You can buff it a lot, but most of the time, just not worth it. It kills Steel Path, sure. At level cap, you can use it to generate Overguard, sure. That's about it. Just came out. I released their video in the first hour. So yeah, I did test and I did everything with them. They are incredibly mid. Starlax, I think is, yes, I think he is A tier. I think he's easy, let's say, here. I think he's A tier, yeah. But everything is very doing, yeah. I think he's A tier, yeah. I think he's A tier. Early point school, yeah. Early point school. Let's go. Yep. I think this is very fair placement. Very, very fair placement. Over Jade. No, new Sculptor Jade I think is better than him. No, it's for sure better than him actually. I don't think it's very, very good. One buffer the first one is good. Yeah. Tempo. Oof. Tempo passive, it's the, again, efficiency if you cast with the metronome, but the metronome is the worst design mechanic in the game. His one is very bad on him. It's good on Neja, and that's about it. And it's actually good on Valvan. But anyway, the two gives critical chance vulnerability, which is nice. It actually makes his damage very good. His 3 is 750% heat, which is nice. Problem is that, I mean, yeah. And his exalted weapon, it's fine. It's fine. The damage of it is fine. Overall, and the new augment gives him overguard. So now he has overguard, shield gating, makes him very, very nice. Overall, I think tempo is either high C or low B. Maybe low B. Maybe low B. No. I think he is low. Maybe high C. Maybe high C. I won't say tempo is bad. I just don't like see people play him. Okay. Low B. Low B. Yeah, either low B or high C. One of them. I don't think he's better than the ones above him. They point out bad. I mean, if they remove the metronome and they just give me the infinite ammo with the 4, he's instant 8 tier. But the metronome for me, especially, is like. I mean, yeah, actually, now that you said, he's better than Corvex. Yeah, he's better than Corvex. Is he better than Sirsunan? Probably. Is he better than Cruz? Probably. Here. Are we hip here? Are we hip here? Is this a fine placement? We are already talking about Titania. Okay, never mind. Titania is instant tester. Titania is, in my opinion, the best level cap frame in many ways. She's the fastest frame in the game. The level cap is just a complete joke. She, I like her more than majority of the frames here, to be honest. Maybe here. Course better tempo, debatable. Very much debatable. With the new secondary influence. Titania has no need for AoE. After that, I actually don't know how many. I don't check the previous tier lists of so I don't know. Do you think you can use any other weapons besides Sobek? I'm talking about side. Yeah, you can use AoE weapons if you have Prime Sure-Footed. You can use AoE weapons. You can use any weapon. Again, I'll say it again. Sight makes all the weapons you like better. So just use the weapons you like. So yeah. Trinity. Kind of fucking bad. Passive gives health based on energy. Wow. Um, her one, you can cheat that, I guess. Other than that, it's me. Her two, energy. No one in the past 10 years has ever had energy problems in this game. If anything, it's just shoot gating. You can do a meme. It's not that meme, but there is a 100 build that deals 100% of the enemy's damage, technically dealing infinite damage with Trinity. It's a build that exists. The 3, it's a armor strip. It's just an armor strip. Uh, and the 4, it's a full heal, damage reduction, and stuff like that. Status immunity, yeah. Quick vision, other builds in the past years. What? Yeah, everything is good. Like if probably by the if there isn't an update, but then I mean I'm not gonna lie, the builds have never like been outdated. I just try to make them better every single time. But yeah, as I saw a video posted. Yeah. Anyway, Trinity screen frame the game that doesn't need it. Basically yes. Archimedes, but yeah. What's better between Revenant and Sephiroth? Sephiroth. If you depends. If you like using weapons, Revenant. If you like using abilities and staying invisible, Sephiroth. That game, most inflated broke games, so more. Basically. I'm thinking top of C tier. Top of C tier. That's what I'm thinking. I agree with this placement. Yep. Ash is better. I'm not gonna lie, now that you say Ash, I think I can move him like that. That's work, Sephiroth high A tier, and I can move them. Sephiroth has no interactions with Sculptor. Sadly. Any recommendations? Told you, you can use AoE weapons, Zar. Again, use any weapons you like. Side will just make them better. Zar, Tonkor, all the AoE weapons, Akarius, literally everything. Anyway, Uriel. Uriel is good. Uriel is very, very nice. Funnily enough, I've been working on a, in case, again, going back to the Hildren, I've been working on a nuke, defense speedrun nuke Uriel build when Hildren gets nerfed. And it's actually very good. It's actually very, very good. But yeah, Uriel kind of does everything, which I kind of don't like. Again, I don't like the jack of all trades frames. And Uriel at least is a good jack of all trades frame. I think Uriel is like here. I think Uriel is here. What's a favorite weapon besides Kratos? Kratos is not my favorite weapon. I just use it because it gives me movement. But I guess Duke, you know? Duke is my favorite melee weapon, I guess. Magistar too. Magistar is great. I mean, maximum uptime nuke. Like, yeah, you can cast his 4. I mean, cast his 4 every like less than 10 seconds. That's what I mean. Basically permanent uptime. Getting nerfed, no, seriously. Hydrin does not need a nerf. I don't know why she's not getting nerfed. Anyway, Valkyr, yeah. I think you're waiting for the next MMO. She gets buffed, please. That's what never happened. If the frame interview is supposed to be jacked, it doesn't make them better. Nope. Anyway, Valkyr, surprising no one. She's fucking insane. Valkyr, I would say here. Are you happy with this placement? Euro is like buff Protea. No. No. Euro deals good damage but especially at level cap, his fork is not that. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Above Gara. I'm thinking. I am thinking. He's better than Garo. He's Valkyrie actually better than Garo. I mean, if you just spin, yes. If you just spin, yes. Yeah, I think she's. Vauban. What can I say, Zakumat? In case people don't know what Zakumat is, it's the best way to scale damage in the game. It's a per level damage increase on the ability, meaning that if you hover the ability, the damage it shows that it deals, that is per level. Technically, Vauban was the first one to have it. Zaku was the second one. But I just say Zakumat because I generally have played Zaku more. But yeah, Vauban has Zakumat. He has multiplicative buff to his multiplicative buff. He can stay invisible the whole time. And just chuck Flechette Orbs and kill level cap Trax enemies with a single hit. Flechette Orbs deal like 7 to 10 million damage at level cap. Easy. So yeah, Vauban is absolutely insane. He not. Yeah. By the way, all I'm gonna say is that nothing changed with the rework. He just became. You just need to press less buttons. He's the same frame. All the things that I just said, the multiplicative stuff, the Zakumath, that was in the game before that. Vauban was absolutely insane before that. He now just requires less buttons, which is absolutely fantastic. Requiring more buttons can actually move you up this tier list, yes. I think he's S tier. I think he's overall better than... Maybe here. Maybe here. Yeah. Funnily enough, that is the biggest funny thing about Vauban is because he has Zakumath twice. Flechette Orb has Zakumath, but Flechette Orb is coded as weapon. That is why it's always better than the Photon Strike. Photon Strike has Zakumath again, but it's just not coded as weapon and it cannot crit. So it's just was. Yeah. Was it here not so long ago? No, Vauban has never in his life been DTR. Vauban has always been a good friend. Wait, why is Seth so low? Top of S tier? Excuse me, top of S tier. Bottom S tier is low. Since when? I can, to be honest, I can move him above Revenant. I think Revenant should be bottom S tier. Yeah. Doesn't look good. I like the Vauban. Anyway, Volt. Volt, I always place Volt top of A tier. To be honest, I can see him in S tier. I can see him in S tier. He's used in a lot of stuff. Being fast is a very, very nice thing to have. I can see him being maybe above Revenant, let's say. I can see him here. Maybe just above Sephiroth. Maybe here. I can see him here. Voruna is nice. Sadly, her 4 is still bad. But her passive, well, the infinite, not infinite, the status immunity one is great. Her one is flat 100% stage chance, 100% crit chance, which is great. Her 2 is a primer. With the augment, you can spread the priming, which is nice. Her 3 is just infinite energy. Her 4 is still bad. Overall, she is a melee weapon buffer, meaning that she's as good as the melee weapon you give her. If you give her the Magistar, she will do Magistar stuff. So yeah. That's above what war we live in. The world of 300% roar and doubling your strength. So yeah. Now just go up after him. Ember has never been good in the past 7 years, so the glow down was long, long ago. Below Gara, I think. Bruno S tier. I was not even gonna praise her there. They framing my Ember in the Discord. I put Kerem on Gara. Damn. Gotta say. I'm like, where is Garuda? End of first row west here. What's your favorite frame? Very hard thing to say. Nova, I guess. I don't know. Nova's favorite frame is number. I guess. Since you already had a rework. Who had a rework? Who had a rework? Ember got a rework 7 years ago. 7 years ago. I don't know if we count that one. Her passive and first ability based on survivability and against. Wait, what are you Wisp sucks. I don't know. I was not gonna put Bruna S tier, but she's great. She is great. I do like her. I can put her here. Oop. Wisp, yeah, Wisp. I'm not the biggest fan of Wisp, but she is part of a lot of teams. Her passive makes her completely immortal. As long as if you just use melee weapons, you will never get hit in your life, which is a very nice passive. Her one, in reality, the only useful one is the fire rate buff. I mean, okay, the other ones are not bad. The electric procs stun enemies, which is fine. It's especially at level up, I guess. And the health one can proc Belcos for your team and yourself, which again, it's nice. Her 2, it's running guard. Her 3 can do some very, very nice damage. Her 4, overall, it's not that great. Even with the augment. Yeah, she's kind of boring. Yeah, she is. But she's part of basically every single meta comp in the game. I think I can place her here. Wudong. Wukong passive is fucking nothing burger. I'm not gonna even talk about his passive. He can revive 3 times, that's about it. Undead passives, no one cares about them. You should never die. Give me a second, I'm getting a call. Anyway, so out of this, there is fun to play. Side Hildrin, basically everyone, to be honest. Anyway, Undead passives, awful. His 1, useless. The clone is just nothing burger nowadays. His 2, very good movement, healing, everything that you ever need. His 3 is good. Gives you armor. You can do meme persistence builds if you want. It's fine. His 4, again, very understated. Very, 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 very understated. Subtle. Yeah. Very understated. Sadly for his 4. But overall, his damage is fine. Well, here's the thing. His 4 is not great, but he has it all the time. Baruch's 4 is absolutely fantastic, but he does not have it all the time. At least if you have competent allies. If they're a bunch of idiots, you'll probably have Baruch's 4 all the time. So the question is Wukong just the middle? Is Wukong just the middle? Yeah, all impact basically. Yeah. Anyway, 3 frames. we are almost done, which is very nice. Zaku passive does not matter because his 4 overrides it anyway. His 1 is Zata's Whisper. Zata's Whisper is the most broken ability in the game. It completely breaks every single thing in the game. So yeah, it's in many ways the best weapon buff in the game. Grasp of Lock is his 2. It's a infinite scaling, again, Zaku math, meaning that, funnily enough, Zaku has very mediocre performance in base steel path. In level cap, you can just go AFK. Straight up, you can just go AFK and everyone will die because his 2 will just automatically deal tens of millions of damage to every single enemy automatically. And if you are corrupted bonus points, you just clear the whole room. So yeah. His 3, Auro, kind of mediocre. The armor strip is the only useful one. And it's a kind of armor strip. I don't like the fact that you need to target an enemy. But, I mean, it exists. His 4, it's fine. It makes enemies take more void damage, which every single thing he does is void damage. And yeah, it pauses his duration on the abilities, meaning that if you get corrupted and you snapshot grasp of the corruption to grasp of Oak, you can basically upkeep it for 40 minutes at level cap. So yep. Basically, I have absolutely nothing but to say about Zaku. Zaku is absolutely fantastic, and if you want to do a level cap and you just want to AFK, play Zaku. He is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, really. No, it really has a lot of interactions with miscellaneous damage and stuff like that. But overall, as a frame, she's just a secondary buffer with DR. That's about it. It's not the worst thing in the world. Her passive is 200% crit chance on secondaries if she moves, if she's moving, which is nice. For me, it's the best level cap. Yep. For many people, Zaku is like the easiest level cap ever because he just does everything automatically. Anyway, Sneeze Snares, it's a good damage jump, but I guess vulnerability. Merlina, again, it has a lot of interactions with miscellaneous damage. Her 3 is absolutely awful. Her 4, it's a mediocre grouping ability. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think yeah, really overall, the D tier characters are the ones who didn't get buffed yet. I mean, yeah. Don't one show 3 when Merlin assists are active. I mean, yeah, damage vulnerability. That's how damage vulnerability works. I don't know. She's overall fine. I'm thinking bottom B tier, something like that. And we go to the last one. Zephyr. Passive, if you are in there, you gain 200% crit chance. Nice. Her one is it has an augment that has infinite scaling. It's not that great. Her what is it? Her hold ability just makes you hover. That way you're always in the air, which is nice. Her 2 is the grouping ability. It's very mediocre. Her 3 just makes you invulnerable. You cannot get shot by anything. It just reflects everything. And her 4 has a lot of things that it can do. But overall it boils down that the hits of the tornadoes are recorded as the weapon that, well, you shoot. Meaning that it can proc a lot of passives as it shows. It's one of the most notable ones. You can infinitely recharge the Trumpner. A lot of things you can do. Sadly, she is so incredibly slow. You need setup. God forbid you play with a Scythe or a Sarin in your team. God forbid you play with the Hildrin. You will not get any kills because of how slow she is overall. She can output some good damage. She is a good disruption frame. If your teammates don't have hands. Erase of me, not even visual. Yeah. Needs to chase the enemies because the things he's basically, yeah. The problem is in base steel path you don't need her for. In level cap, why bother? Can she output incredible damage? Yes. Yeah, a lot of frames can do that. Like a lot of frames can do insane damage, but they just do it slow. For me, Zephyr is at most top of B tier. At most. If I'm completely honest, she's probably here. If I'm completely honest. So yeah. Oh. She's clinky as fuck. Yeah. I do agree with that point. I do agree with that point. No, is overall versatile frame. You see, when someone says versatile frame, the thing I hear is that the frame does not do anything. That way, you just need to invent stuff for them to do. You can die with Zephyr. You cannot die with any frame. Every single frame in this game is immortal. You cannot die with any frame. If you die with any frame, it's a skill issue. Like, just straight up. It's a skill issue. You cannot die with any single frame in this game. If they have shields, they are immortal. If they have invulnerability spells like Revenant, they are immortal. If you have a good companion, you are immortal. You don't need anything. You just need a companion. You are immortal. I think Yuzuna is versatile. No, what? She's literally one trick pony. She does one thing, but she does that one thing so incredibly well. That is a true versatile frame. Again, yeah, I guess you can equip any weapon on him and he will work. I guess, yeah, versatile. He is versatile. He just changed how lazy. Yeah, basically. The survivability in Warframe is just depends on how active you are. And doesn't depend on anything else. I think the only versatile character probably Gauss because he did everything Volt, I think. A lot of frames are jack of all trades. Again, I can give. Wait a second. I can give the Okicore to my Sephagoth and never cast his abilities and just run around using the Okicore and have like 200 KPM. Does that make Sephagoth a good weapon buffer? No. So yeah. What do you want to say again? But that's nice. Said so quick. I just read type that sub Kaylee. Well, I don't see many cycle mines to be completely honest. I don't see many. B is far too low for Sandwise. Wait, what are we talking about? What is in B? We talking about Zephyr? She's gonna buy things she's minimum tier. But I don't care about damage cap. But I don't care about if she can do trillions of damage. She's fucking asked to play. Boru can do a lot of damage, but he's asked to play too. But yeah, anyway, I may be looking up the list and moving on because it's 12 p.m. for me. Yippee! Oh, not p.m. a.m. But yeah, well, anyway, boys, I think that's about it for the tier list. Will be, I think overall could be bottom S tier. It's the same niche as ref wise ability keep special. It's kind of one dimensional. And to be honest, that's what they meant. Yeah, no problems, boys. Her profile, Jade is 8 tier. Thanks for the tier list, yeah. Yeah. Good night. Hey, thank you boys for coming up. Thank you for everyone for showing. I don't know if I stream more often. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, for sure I'll be here next update. That's for sure. And you'll probably be hearing me in the videos anyway. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming. So yeah, that's about it, boys. I'll post the tier list on the Discord server. So if you wanna like check it out after this.